Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful episode here with me, Mr. Pluggington. Today I am joined by, of course, my usual gang of misfits. We don't have everyone tonight. We're going to be having some people come in later, but we have Buckeye, we have Nova, and we have Nura. Some people are going to be out because of internet issues and other things. I've already told the guys that we are losing, unfortunately. Jesus Christ, babe. Another Jedi, unfortunately, in the making. So, for that, I have talked to this person, and we have stuff planned for this predicament. So we are going to be doing that, and why is my setup so different right now? This is weird.
That Jedi pulled an Ahsoka and walked out of the campaign.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was really funny. There's one person was talking about how Star Wars, fans of Star Wars, they don't want any female protagonists. And this one guy was like, dude, do you know anything about Ahsoka? Like, people freaking love Ahsoka.
Right?
People love Ahsoka so much that they forget that she's not 18.
Hold on, I'm gonna...
Okay.
Gonna
Well, in the,
Okay, hold on. Plug.
I had to.
Yes, you did. Did Steph? I heard Steph uncomfortably in the background.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So we are going to be doing a little bit of role play. I don't have an intro sequence for the thing, so we will get right into it. Last time on our Star Wars 5e adventure, you guys had just captured the bounty hunter. I forget her name. I believe I saved her.
Zero to Coco.
Zero to Coco. To Poco. And you guys are now heading out. She's chained to the engine pipe somewhere, not to a critical engine pipe. And yeah, Bo is currently healing with Kano. And you guys are just spread out all over the place. Nova, I believe you're with the person still. We're going to say that Hawk is currently driving. Yeah. So.
Beautiful.
It has been a long rest. It has been about 6 hours, you'd say, Plug?
About 6 to 8 hours, yes.
well, even if it hasn't been yet, we will by the time we get to hut space, so.
Yeah, we just agreed to take a long rest at the end of that. I wanted to make sure it's like, as you enter, no.
Darth Vader's Star Destroyer immediately pulls out of warp beside you.
My goodness. Do you have any Girl Scout? Anyway,
So, you guys are currently on the ship. What would you guys like to do?
Hey, with the money we get, I can finally add a robot to our team. Yay!
you can, and as well, I'm planning on, out of character, I'm planning on paying that Harch we know, who can apply weapon parts. Assuming we pay him in real credits the Jabba gives us, not like automated credits. I'll be able to have him apply most of the parts for us, even if it takes time. I could just contact him and say, hey, we'll meet you at this system and I'll pay you to apply the parts. So that out of character, that's going to be one of the things I plan on doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, an extra pair of hands would be nice, but I'm a fucking good mechanic.
I know, but it'll take you days to apply those parts. This is an actual shipmaster. You remember the heart? Oh my word. Okay, you remember the hearts that we met that applied those laser cannons?
Yeah, the downgrade you gave us?
Shut up. Anyway, I gave you ion cannons. Anyway, the point is, we should be able to get him to apply all of the ship parts for us. So,
ship's currently quiet. It's a bit cold because you're in space.
So since since it is relatively quiet, so Buckeye, you're just out in the main hold.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the rest comes to an end, you're gonna see Nura walk out, or I should say, you're see me walk out of my quarters, and for having been literally beaten black and blue with the back of the Relby V10, and then shot through the back out the chest. As I step out of my quarters, I'm standing up straight, and there are no physical signs of any damage. So I'm just gonna gently walk over and sit down next to you wherever you are, Buckeye.
Oh, you waited. Okay.
Ooh, good morning, Buckeye, or afternoon. I can't tell. How are you holding up?
Wait, I'm gonna have to mute plug a little because I can't hear crap.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Did you hear my? Did you hear what I told you specifically?
No.
Okay, so basically, for someone having been beaten black and blue with a
Oh
blaster
yeah,
rifle,
I heard that.
and then,
I heard
yeah,
that.
I'm now. I look like I haven't even been in a fight. So anyway, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna sit down next to you wherever you are. I must say, my friend, thank you for intervening when Hawk went a little crazy. I do owe you very much for that.
Well, you don't look very damaged right now, so I'm guessing that's weird Jedi mystical shit.
I what? And I look down. I'm like, oh my! I had no idea.
But yeah, it's no problem, General. I don't like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't like what happened back then.
I'm gonna lean forward. Buckeye, what happened to you and your brothers was not right. But I want you to know, you didn't do me any personal harm outside of killing the other Jedi. My master died years ago, and I don't hold it against you. You don't have to apologize for what you were forced to do. It's against your nature, I know. But you call me General only because you wish to call me that. I will never, ever force you to serve me.
Scratches back of my head nervously.
Buckeye, listen. You are an incredible man, and you are very good at your job. You still have it, if you don't mind the turn of phrase. So, I say to you, your destiny is your own, and I am more than happy to help you find and follow it, as much as I'm willing to help Bo or Hawk or Nova. Maybe even Kark can teach us a few things, but I should very much like to see you overcome your struggles. It would be a testament to you and to me that we weren't responsible for the war. And I'll kind of look very, very upset at that line.
The war. What am I supposed to do now? I was bred for the war.
You were bred for a singular purpose, and that you are correct, but you do not have to be what you were made to be. But you can find purpose in other things. Perhaps your purpose is protecting people, protecting things. Perhaps it will be in creation. I know a great many Jedi who spent time in the temple crafting great artifacts or lightsabers, or writing history books, or studying the Force. I knew a Jedi who was a librarian, and I knew one who was a florist. Who knows? You may be many things, my friend. There is more to you than just conflict, and I'm very interested to see what may happen with you. But your future is in your hands now. No chancellor is telling you where to go or what to do. You are your own man.
Thank you. It really means a lot.
Well, you didn't shoot me on sight, so I figured that you could be one that I could reason with and talk to and possibly help. Like Hawk, although as we've both seen, he still has issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a very unique being. You were cloned from an extraordinary man, and your future is going to be bright, my friend.
That's what I'm hoping for, I guess.
If you're looking for excitement, well, stick with us. We're dealing with Jabba the Hutt, for goodness sake. This doesn't get much more risky than that.
I'm pretty sure that dealing with the Empire might be riskier, but... Eh.
Well, let's just say that, as far as I am concerned, I would like to avoid any Imperial entanglement.
Sorry, notification.
Wait, hold on there. I'll just call my Imperial contacts real quick.
I pull out a lightsaber that I never had before and I kill you with it. Anyway. Stab, stab, stab. Alright. I did want to ask you a question. You did
Ask
serve
ahead.
in the wars. Yes, you actually fought.
Yes, I have.
What is that like? What is a battle like? I'm not talking a skirmish. I'm talking artillery pieces and airstrikes and people all around you. What is that feeling?
It's really hard to describe. Fighting together, it's really unique. It bonds us brothers together. You feel like one, and yet you still see you're many, but you're one. You're one mass. But the battling itself is chaos. There's exactly artillery everywhere. You're being shelled. You're being bombed, airstriked. Sometimes even there's orbital bombardments, and that's awful. But as long as you still have your brothers with you, you know you'll be alright, and you can get through this.
Sounds absolutely horrible.
Well, some of us managed to have some fun with that because, you know, we're bred for it. It was our only occupation, really, so most of us just started kind of enjoying it, honestly.
Do you feel like that's a bad thing? Do you feel like enjoying it somehow made you worse?
I'm not sure if I really can't tell. It's I can see good. I've seen good with that. You know, it's just friendly competitions who killed the most clankers. But I've seen people. Yeah.
I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. If at any time you don't want to talk about it, I'm just asking questions because I wish to know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
How many of your squad survived the war?
After Order 66, I'm not sure. We survived through most of the war. I wasn't always in the 87th. Before that, I was in the Coruscant Corps, the shock troopers. But
Oh. Then you must have seen the inside of the Jedi Temple once or twice.
not really. Us clone troopers don't often see the temple from inside unless there's something happening that should get the military involved.
Like the bombing. Nasty business.
Yeah. But
So,
I was gone before the Jedi Temple bombing.
it was quite something. So, you spent the majority of your military service inside Coruscant and then eventually on that Venator that we found in that asteroid belt, yes?
Well, I wouldn't say the majority of my time, but yeah, yeah, I guess so.
There is so much of the galaxy for you to see, my friend. So much to explore and discover. My word, there's everything. If I could just show you Naboo for a few days, that would be... but Naboo's under Imperial control.
Oh, I've been to Naboo.
Hmm?
I have
Excuse
been
me.
to Naboo.
When? What happened?
Well, there was a separatist invasion of Naboo, a second or third one, I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't told the details. We just were told to defend Naboo at all costs. If you don't know about it, it's probably because we did a real good job.
No. I was there for both of them. The second assault, the one, the 87th Sentinel was there for both assaults. Before I say anything else, you must understand. When I became a Jedi Knight, before that I had lost my lightsaber irreparably. My lightsaber is in pieces on some rimward world out near Nar Shaddaa. I don't remember, and it was taken from me. I was 18 at the time. I'm 42 now. I spent a great deal of my time on Naboo as a diplomat, an envoy between the Gungans and the Naboo, because of my skills in that area, as well as a healer. Especially after the Blue Shadow virus incident, the Jedi Council placed me there on purpose, because they knew that I was not a violent Drathos, and they felt they could trust me there. And I was there for both of the assaults of Naboo when your corps was there, although the first assault I was helping the Gungans get into their underwater cities and ensure no one came around there. The second assault, I was there in the city, although it was after the fighting, of course. It was not pretty inside. Your Sentinel Corps does good work, if that's what good work can be considered. I'm surprised that I didn't see you there. Maybe I did, and it's just been a long time. Did you spend much time near any of the hospitals, the temporary hospitals in the city?
No, as soon as the dust settled, I got sent back to the ship, and off we were.
I do remember a squadron stayed behind a few clone troopers to make sure that everything went well. But if you were on the first ships back, then you were gone before I arrived. As soon as I could, I came to the city and helped and healed who I could. Brought a sense of calm to Naboo. It does people good to hear that there's a Jedi Knight around, so I came as quickly as I could and started helping, healing, and rebuilding. What you tore down. But I don't hold that against you. You did what you had to do. You just leave quite a mess, if you don't mind my saying.
Yeah, we do that. That's the kind of stuff that happens.
Nova, are you still there? Nova?
I think Nova is currently in the engine core. Nice, Buckeye.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely hear something going on in there.
Exactly. As you guys can hear in the background of the bounty hunter.
Yeah, no.
Clanging is like, get me out of here!
I can jettison it.
Oh.
Just seal the engine room and then just open all the doors.
Wait, oh no, wait. So Nova, you're not in the engine room right now, are you?
No, I am in the engine room.
Oh, great. What?
Yeah, because the bounty hunter's just chilling out in there.
Maintenance?
Still. And the bounty hunter's in there too.
Yeah, I know. Should I be concerned that Nova has been locked in that room for 8 hours with a bounty hunter?
The engine room, not the storage room.
I know, the engine room.
Well then, who's watching the bounty hunter in the storage room?
Wait, what? You said she was on a pipe in the engine room.
Oh wait, yeah, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, I was
She
gonna
moved
say.
she was moved to the storage room.
Oh, she was?
Yeah,
Oh,
was
you
some-
moved. Okay, so she's banging on the storage room door, yelling, "Get me out of here!" Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
the storage room
Well,
door
she's
is
like,
completely locked.
she basically hog-tied. Like, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, she's tied up. I'll kind of lean forward to Buckeye with a smile. Seems that our guest is not being a happy camper, as it were.
You keep
No,
hearing a slight
indeed.
bit banging as you hear, as soon as I get out of here, you're all dead!
Yes, yes, my dear. Peace.
I don't think you're getting out of there soon.
The engine door opens, and you see kind of me just walking around with a pipe, and I just kind of whack on the wall a couple times. And I'm like, oh, hey.
Nova, please. Don't aggravate her.
She ain't going anywhere. It's kind of entertaining.
You're right, and it may be slightly entertaining to make fun of someone, but let's just remember, her bodyguards, as in people who are lower rank than she is, beat me to a bloody pulp and shot me through the back. I don't think it'd be a good idea to tick her off, just in case something did happen.
Yeah, that's why I took extra steps. I, kind of melted the keys. Like, the lock mechanism, I melted it.
How are
Interesting.
we going to get her out?
Hut's gonna cut her out. I can weld it out, but that's the only way of opening it.
Okay.
I figured it was safer. I've seen people pick their way out of some crazy stuff. I just removed the option of ever being able to pick your way out.
Did you at least take everything off of her that she could
Oh yeah,
use?
she's in her skivvies.
I'm gonna blush. That's not what I... Never mind.
Skivvies, you know, pants, underwear, shirt.
Yes,
Stuff under the armor.
I'm very
Are
aware.
you like 12 years
what
old?
is
Come on, man.
I'm very aware of what is underneath your clothes. I mean, her clothes. No. I'm just going to like lean forward. We need to get back to Dantooine.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Already set the coordinates. We should be there soonish.
Soon as we get, I meant to say Tatooine. Sorry. Soon as we get this bounty, we're heading back to the Enclave, and I'm going to take a day because I've almost died 3 times in the last 2 weeks. I think that's enough to make anyone a little stir crazy.
Yeah, I'd like some time to be able to get some of this stuff installed on the ship. I mean, it'll take some time, but yeah, I always enjoyed maintenance stuff like that. So,
Besides, we can introduce Buckeye and Cock to a few things that aren't exactly despotism and war. Buckeye, how does a vacation on a nice, plains-based planet inside a safe and secure enclave surrounded by Wookiees sound to you?
I've never been on a vacation, sir, so, I don't know.
It will be a novel experience for you then. You get to wake up every day, and you know what your orders are.
No, I don't.
Lay around and do nothing.
That sounds kind of boring.
Well, if you do find it boring, perhaps you can spar with the Wookiees. I know I need to have some dealings with them myself. So, besides, you certainly will find something to do. And the Enclave is a peaceful place of meditation as well, and a place of learning. So, perhaps we'll be able to find something for you to do there, as well as Kark. I can answer his rather incessant questions, and Nova can do, well, frankly, whatever Nova pleases.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
as you guys
because-
are talking a
Go ahead.
little bit, a communication comes overhead as Hawk goes and talks to you and says,
I don't
"We're
think
gonna be
anyone was saying anything.
I know, I'm going to be speaking for him. We're going to be stopping at a station. The fuel's a little low.
what kind of station, Hawk?
What do you think, a fuel station? There's one that I've been passing by. Well, we've been passing by quite some time.
I
while
can't
taking
hear
this route.
anything. I don't know if you can.
I can hear Plug. He's saying we're stopping by a fuel station.
Oh, hold on, let me...
Oh, I can't hear anything
might-
Plug says. That's weird.
You might want to unmute him.
Oh, is it working now?
I think.
That was fucking. I didn't.
Testing?
Yeah, now he can hear you, Plug. He can hear you now.
Okay. We're going to be stopping at a fuel station. We're running a little bit low. We've been taking this route some time, and I've been noticing this small patch.
What is this place called, Hawk?
Let me check over again. As he's looking over...
Berlin's East Wall.
Berlin East Wall.
Just hear somebody over the comms. Artyom, you must get over here.
Make it a dispenser!
Erecting a dispenser.
Oh my god,
it's
you
my
TF2
TF2 main.
fans. I love it.
See, it's the engineer's my main. Anyway, yes. So, what is the name of this place, DM?
Hold on, I'm trying to look it up. No, not the sector. God damn it. Looking up history.
By this little backwater station. Don't worry, it's not a moon; it's a space station.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna be stopping at Darlang. It's a small... let's see. It's a small little planet. Not too much.
Darlan. Interesting. Thank you. We'll be ready to go whenever you are, my friend.
Yeah... There's... Oh, hold on.
I suppose for landing next. So-
Support. Where's this one? We're gonna be... It's gonna be in there in about an hour, he says, and then he finally turns off comms. You guys keep going, I'm reading.
Nova, I did want to have a discussion with you. Most of our conversation you've come on the ship is mainly in passing or planning for other things. And if you're comfortable with it, I would like to know more about you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna play with the turret a bit. See ya.
Okay, that's bad. That's
Very well then. Nova, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was gonna say, did you hear what I said?
No,
It's alright. I just said basically most of our conversation has been in passing or in planning for stuff, and I was just, if you're comfortable with it, I want to know more about you as a person. You're Twilight, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
no,
so...
I'm Chiss.
That's right. I remembered you were something blue. I'm sorry. I don't
Okay.
have. I never, or at least it's been a while since I've had a picture of you. So, Yeah.
Reading
So
over
if-
this planet, metagaming real quick, there actually isn't a lot during this. It has some Clone Wars history. The CIS was stationed on an anti-orbital mass drive cannon. The shield of the CIS base was destroyed by Lightning Squad, clearing the path of the Star Destroyer Eliminator to attack the CIS base. During the Galactic Civil War, Dalong hosted a Rebel Alliance trade conference, and then that's pretty much it. After that is
So
all ABY.
if it hosted a trade conference, then that means that there's a rebel presence here significant enough for it to be called Rebel Space.
Yeah,
So
but it doesn't.
that's interesting.
Yeah, but it doesn't say specifically what time. Just says Rebel Alliance
Yeah.
trade conference. That's it.
So if the conference happened, that means the rebels must have had a presence here for a long time and thought about it comfortably enough to, have a base here. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I'm not going to DM for you. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
Anyway, Nova, while we do still have an hour to move onwards, I did want to know more about you. I don't know
Yeah, sure.
much.
Let me just check on Bounty Hunter Lady, make sure she can't weasel her way out of the chains. And I'm just gonna wander in, kind of do I'm gonna kind of put on a helmet, make sure, or my armor and stuff, or at least cover everything up. Wander in, just gonna make sure the chains and stuff. She's not going anywhere. Is basically what I'm double checking.
Okay.
And then, assuming everything's like
Yeah, everything's
secure.
fine. Everything's
Alright.
secure. Everything's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna wander out. Sure, I have no problem. I'll talk as I work.
All right. So as you guys are continuing and doing so, you guys are now pulled out of hyperspace as Hawk
Hang
gets
on, we were
uncalm.
gonna.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, we were gonna. I was gonna have a little bit of character. I gave Buckeye some time. I wanted to give Nova some time.
Okay.
A little bit of character building.
You do.
I know you're trying to get the story to push along, but we want to have some character building time.
You do it, man.
All right then. Again, I don't mean to push you around. It's just like, I was about
I know.
to say something. Anyway,
I know. I'm sorry.
I understand the pressures of a moving narrative. I get it. Anyway, Nova, I'm kind of stopping mid sentence as you're walking past me and moving around the ship, and I'm just kind of following you like a puppy.
Well, you know the data blanker we were trying to get installed, and we got part of it done.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep
Yes.
working on that. So I'm actually kind of in one spot, just kind of under the controls with pieces, just fussing around with it.
Got it. Nova, perhaps I could figure out a little bit more about you. You aren't very interested in dealing with the Hutts. I've noticed in our interactions with them, you haven't been exactly the most happy person. Is there any particular reason for that?
I kind of get out from under for a second, turn away, lift up my hair, and you see a Tut slave tattoo branded on the back of my neck.
Oh my.
Yep.
That's. I'm so sorry. How did you escape?
Apparently a smuggler got on the wrong side of the hut, and but he managed to sneak in some. Well, his crew managed to help him out, and I kind of hitched a ride.
Alright, I don't want my baby.
What?
I want my baby.
Oh, me?
I want my baby.
Oh, the kitty?
Where's
She's
my
having trouble with
cat?
her cat.
Oh.
She's having trouble with her cat. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna mute Plug for a second.
Zoe.
Anyway,
Baby girl.
well, that's certainly a lucky break for you. How did you get to be a pilot for House Thule?
Yeah, so, I spent, like, 12 years with the crew. But, then you gotta kind of sit off on your own, so I was trying to save up some money, get my own ship, and, he offered good payment for a quick and easy ride. I had a smaller ship, and then he found a way to blow it up. So, yeah.
Well, once
And then you
this
ran into
job
me.
is
So
well, yes, rather forcibly. Well, if you're looking for money and looking for a ship, I'm certain that, I'm certain that you could buy one and then you can be on your way if you wish.
at this point, I think I have more stock in the ship than you guys do. Most of the new code and most of the new work is all mine. You'd have a shit of a time getting a new engineer for it.
Oh, that's
I see with kind of a
But
smirk.
Hey, baby girl.
we would indeed. You are exceptional. Uh,
Hey, baby.
I would hate to lose you. You're a remarkable young woman, and you have a bright future ahead of you. And who knows, your future may be on this ship with the rest of us.
Huh. I made
What?
kind of a bang in my exit. It was a larger deconstruction site where they take ships apart, put it back together, and I may have made it completely inoperable.
Oh, so
You'd be surprised
returning.
at how flammable fuel can be when under pressure. It
Oh,
really
wait,
goes boom.
are we talking coaxium or are we talking actual fuel?
I'm talking a mix, a very unstable concoction that, let's just say it's not on a map anymore. Most the slaves managed to, they weren't hurt at least.
Sorry, I heard boom.
Nothing, Buckeye. We're just talking about a repeat of the incident at Paragus.
Yeah, so that's another reason I don't want Huts having a look at me or my face, because, shit's not exactly the most common, and if they figure out what I did, I'm not sure they'd appreciate it.
Well, then far be it from me to reveal you to them. And if you would like to stay with us because you believe that we can protect you, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. I just
Just don't tell any.
Don't let her hear.
What are you doing?
I understand we've kind of trapped. You guys have kind of trapped yourselves in dealing with Huts, but
Yeah.
the less work you do for them, the better.
I am very aware. I know what Jabba does to the people he enjoys employing. Once you enter that place, you never leave. This will be the last job, and I plan on cutting Jabba off, hopefully, without saying anything, just politely saying it's been a pleasure dealing with you, send out of these your way, and be done with it.
Make sure you have the money first.
Yes, absolutely. It will be something. So, I just want to know, do you have any family? Any surviving family you know of?
I actually have no idea.
Interesting.
See, the funny thing is, my first, I don't have any memories before I was, 7 or 8.
That's odd. Some people usually remember their early childhood. What was your
Yeah.
first memory?
Waking up on a slave ship, heading to the planet.
Well, I'm sorry that is how you remember your life beginning. If the Jedi had known that they were still slaving on the Outer Rim, if I had known, perhaps I could have done something.
The Jedi have known for a long time. The Huts aren't exactly quiet about it.
Well, they didn't exactly inform us. If the Jedi did know, it was only the Council. I abolished slavery wherever I could. In fact, I lost my lightsaber and my abilities freeing a group of slaves on Abraxas Prime.
Fine, then your government didn't really care, and the Empire is not much better. I've actually...
Oh.
they're doing slavery again.
Which is why I do not support them. And the same reason I don't support the rebellion. They save
See,
a
I'm
planet
actually surprised about that. I've done jobs for the rebellion. I mean, it pays the bills. I mean, they're not that bad. I mean, there are, of course, there are groups out there that you really don't want to deal with, but...
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up straight and say 2 words: Saw Gerrera.
So you think that all groups should be based on the worst of them?
I'm thinking that the rebels all stem from him. He is what they could become, just as the Empire is what the Republic became. Look, what I'm saying. I've done jobs for the Rebel Alliance. We did a job for the rebels on Ryloth before you came here. Actually, were you here for that? We delivered supplies to the rebellion.
No.
Okay, we were on Ryloth. We delivered supplies between Imperial occupation runs. We got a blockade runner, and the rebels gave us food and medicine and supplies. We physically delivered them to the Twi'leks there, and they were very, very grateful for them. That was a job for the rebellion. I'm more than happy to help. But if their plan is to go on to a planet liberated from the Empire and strong-arm the population into the fight, that's not where I stand. They don't care where they're aiming. They just shoot whatever they think is Imperial and leave the dust for others to deal with.
At this point in canon, have the rebels disavowed Sangreiro?
It's 5 years after it, and they disavowed Saw Gerrera. I'd say it said years. So, actually, DM, what do you say about that? Do you want me to say, or do you want to come up with an idea yourself?
For what?
Have the rebel. Yeah, it's all right. Have the rebels disavowed Saw Gerrera. It's only been 5 years after the Clone Wars. At this point they disavowed him because they disavowed him a couple of years before Rogue One, which is 18 ABY or BBY, or 18 after the Clone Wars, I should say.
What's the timeline that we're currently in right now?
We're in a mix of canon and legends, but it's 5 years after the Clone Wars. We're in the Jedi Fallen Order era. Would you say that Saw Gerrera is still a part of the... Oh, yeah, we're before Star Wars Rebels, so yeah, Saw Gerrera
Wait,
is
he would
still
definitely...
a part of the rebellion.
Okay.
Yeah, he would be part of the Rebels still.
Yeah, that's all right. So, anyway, I would say Saw Gerrera's methods are a little bit justified, of course, but at the same time, they're terrorists. I can't support terrorists. And besides, they want the Republic back. They don't want the Jedi back.
Yeah, but they're also not your enemies.
They're not my friends. They're not
Unlike
your
the Empire,
friends
which
either.
would, literally skin you if they found you.
The rebels would pretty much lock me up until I agreed to fight for them.
I mean, the Jedi were kind of the symbol of the Republic, so I can kind of see where they're coming from. They also,
Yes.
You've seen the stuff you can do, right? I mean, if you were an organization that needed to focus on kind of small, effective groups, hidden run, hidden technology, kind of weapons, sneaking stuff in, you can just throw stuff around with your mind. Also, you've seen how the Empire treats, non-humans.
Yes, I understand. But think about this, Nova. I gave up everything for the life I have now, even before the Empire rose. I spent over 10 years on the planet of Naboo, being a diplomatic envoy, helping and healing, using my powers for good. Do you really think I would be the head of a unit of rebel storm commandos, breaking into Imperial installations, ripping things apart? Do you really think I could be that kind of Drathos?
I think that the rebels are desperate enough for help that you could basically lay out what types of jobs you'd be willing to do. And I'm not sure they could do much about it. They're not going to strong arm you, because, then you could just leave. And they're not going to hand you to the Empire, because that would just help the Empire.
It's a tenuous slope, because already being a Jedi is enough notoriety. If I have contacts in the Rebellion, it would be difficult to explain myself to other Jedi or even civilians.
I've heard whispers of somebody that was that used lightsabers that worked with them.
Well, I can only hope, but my point is, Nova, I'm not here to get into intergalactic politics. I specifically did not fight in the Clone Wars so that I would not be swept up in battles and conflicts and war. I wanted to be behind the scenes, helping those heal, not flaming more conflict. I don't disagree with it. I look at Buckeye and Hawk; they're good friends of ours. I respect them for their service, and I thank them for it. But I'm not the type of person to go onto a battlefield and start killing. Even those
I get
Trandoshans
that.
I feel bad about.
I get that. I'm a smuggler by trade. I sneak stuff in or get jobs done quick and quiet, but I'm not going to be at the front lines throwing bombs, but that seems to be what I'm doing around with you guys. But if you have a group, even a smaller group at your back, it makes it easier to... Would you prefer to have somebody with a little bit of backup than nobody at all?
And I'm gonna lean forward, and my long clawed fingers are gonna rest on your hand. That's why I have you.
Which are inside the...
Okay.
I said I'm working
Never
it.
mind. Yeah, I know. You're working on something. I thought you were like sitting talking to me, so I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder. That's why I have you and everyone else.
Alright.
Alright, never mind.
I'll keep my contacts open, though, and if a job comes up I think we could help with, I'll let you guys know.
I would greatly appreciate it. I just want to help people, Nova. I'm sick of hurting. Alright. That's where I'm gonna turn around and sit down and just be quiet for the rest of the trip. Plug, if you want to take us out of hyperspace, go for it.
Cool. So, as you guys are finishing up, you guys are coming out of hyperspace. As you are heading out, Hawk comes on the comm and says, guys, we got some friendly company coming in.
What do
I
you mean
immediately
friendly
get
company?
up. Yeah,
What kind of
define friendly?
We got some rebel ships out in the open here. About 3 of them. One of them looks to be... Oh, God, what are those fish people called?
Oh,
Mon
Calamaris.
Calamari?
Yes,
Wait,
calamari ship.
there's a Mon Calamari cruiser outside our ship.
Yes, that's why I'm calling you now.
Oh, pure Zach! Why?
I'm gonna wander up, kind of turn on the communicator, and be like, "Hey, this is contact 3825 /D. We're just moving through. Sorry if we got in your way in any way.
So as
I've worked with you guys in the."
As you guys are talking to these people, you then hear a transmission come in for a hologram to be sent. No voice, just a hologram.
At least they won't shoot us.
Oh,
All right,
no!
let's go
The headset, it went off! No!
to...
It's beeping! Son of a bitch! Let's keep talking, keep talking.
This is why we're plugged ones. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll go to the HoloNet room.
Okay.
Okay. Follow you in.
And as I walk, I try to elbow you, and I'm like, see, this is fate right here.
What? This part doesn't work. Hold on. I gotta fix my thing real quick.
See, Rook, this is fate. This is...
Were you talking to me out of character or in character?
Testing.
What do you
There we
mean
go.
it's fake?
I mean, I was talking about how we should join, then these guys show up, right? Fate.
Oh, I don't believe in fate and I don't believe in luck. There is only the living force.
Well, you're always like, follow the living force. What if this is like nudging you, right? What if it's like, hey,
Okay,
If
so
the
what are you
living
guys doing?
force is urging me to join a group of pseudo-terrorists, then the living force is about to be not living very soon.
So, as you guys are approaching, a Mon Calamari looking general comes onto the screen, orange skinned, big old bug like eyes, as he says, "This is Akbar. Who am I speaking with upon this YT-1300 or our scholars?"
I'm gonna telepathically say to Nova real quick, should I speak or should...
Hey, this is Nova. I've done jobs with you guys in the past. I'm a smuggler by trade. I think these guys also have done work for you. We literally were just showing up to refuel. We had no idea you guys were actually here.
I believe I've heard of you before. We've had so many try and help us. If you're here to refuel, then make it quick. We will do a slow inspection of your ship to see who was all on board. Precautionary details is all. You can understand,
Yeah, we
correct?
do. Yeah. We do have a droid under our ship. It's reprogrammed, so it's no threat to you guys. Just figured I'd point out so you're not surprised about it.
Understood. You may approach it to the planet side and refuel. There's a fueling station that we currently have under our control. Head over to the northern section. We will send out coordinates.
Sounds good. Thank you.
He then ends transmission. Hawk then sieves the coordinates quickly as two X-Wings are coming into view. As one of them comes over onto communications on comms for you guys, in open comms, going on saying, "We're guiding you through to the northern section."
Yeah, just lead on.
After that, as they are now in front and they are following.
Yep. As I'm kind of following, I'm like, God, I love those ships.
T-65B is an excellent bit of incom scientist technology. They're very, very interesting ships, far better than the Imperial TIE fighters, I've heard.
TIE fighters, you throw a rocket in and they'll break. These things actually have shield generators.
Well, all the better for the rebellion, then.
So, as you guys are heading down, or heading towards the planet side, you see that most of the planet itself doesn't really have much. It's more of a reddish space planet. The surface of it is. As you're coming more into the view through the atmosphere, it's a little shaky when you are approaching atmosphere. As the ripples come back on, real quick. You may want to try and stabilize a bit. The atmosphere here has a high pressure system.
Sounds good. Actually, I just had a thought. Would you guys care for a still in pretty good shape pre-war Star Destroyer? Well, Clone War Star Destroyer.
Really?
It's in pretty good shape still.
Well,
yeah, you guys do salvage work?
We can send out a team. We'll have to inform Akbar about this, though.
Yeah. Let him know, and if he wants to discuss prices or something, just let us know. We'll be refueling.
Copy that. We'll inform you when we're ready.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate with Nova. Nova, that entire Star Destroyer was cut in half. It's not functional.
I get that, but there's a lot of really good stuff inside. And besides the actual split in half part, it was still in really good shape. Again, I'm talking about salvaging, not, a new ship.
Well, that is indeed true. Okay, plug, because I don't want to risk more metagaming. Do I know much about Venators?
About Venators?
Because I did not serve. Yeah, I did not serve on one, so... Let me see, that is a... I believe.
Intelligence check?
That's a lore check, because I'm seeing if I remember it. This was 8 years ago, mind you. That is a 17.
What? Sorry, I just saw your meme. Oh, 17.
It's a good one. Anyway,
Um,
17 to see if I remember Venators.
yeah, you do know that Venators are able to carry a lot of cargo into them. What specifically were you trying to figure out about them?
I was just seeing if I remember exactly where certain parts of the ship are, like the gravity well generator, where the engine core is, like essentially where they could find excellent parts. Because I assume we'd be able to look through the archives and find the blueprints of the ship, and I could pinpoint specific sections of the ship where things might be.
Going through and your memory through archives and your surfing of various droids that didn't get their minds wiped and were in service. You do know that some specific areas, you know where most of the life support areas are, where ships would be held, command center, engine cores. You also would know about the escape pods as well, but other than that, nothing too like deep into detail.
All right. Well, at least I can give them a detailed layout of the ship when they go to see it, so they'll be able to see exactly which parts are decompressed and which ones are not. Anyway, yeah. Well, they could be able to scavenge a hyperdrive or maybe even the gravity well generator from inside the ship. That would be very useful, a replacement part to have, if you will.
And it would give us some free credits, and yeah, and we already got some stuff out of it.
Yeah, that I don't think that hyperdrive's gonna work, but yeah, sure.
Well,
try.
It's the hyperdrive's in the back of the destroyer, isn't it?
Yes.
And the back of the destroyer was intact.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Is there anything about the Star Destroyer you're not telling us?
I mean, how do you think like the Star Destroyer got there in the first place? Like, we got attacked. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yes, but wouldn't it still at least... It got cut in half, not destroyed.
Yeah, this was the Clone Wars era, Venator class, ones, not an actual,
Yeah.
like, Imperial.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is,
I know.
it got cut in half. That doesn't mean it's ruined.
Yeah, no, and we're talking about looting and breaking it down for parts, not, putting it back together with duct tape.
Indeed.
Grit and spit and a whole lot of duct tape.
Yeah, and I just kind of forgot the name of the ship. I would have said Venator, as I mentioned the scavenger.
Well, the point is, the rebels will scavenge it, we will sell the wreckage to them, and that's that. We don't need to worry about it any much after that.
We're more just kind of giving coordinates. It's
Well,
how much would... Because I'm guessing I've done stuff like this before where I've kind of found loot and I've kind of sold the information for the location. How much would this be actually worth? Like, the actual location itself?
I think that's up for negotiation.
I just want to know where, like, what a good fit... Like, what generally the price is, what, like, they can negotiate.
Make me a lore check.
Due to the fact that I'm a smuggler and I've done stuff like this before, would I have advantage on this?
And would I be able to help on that because I'm like one of the ones that actually operated the ship?
Okay, so it'd be no for the advantage of you doing it before, yes on the advantage because Buckeye has gone onto one of them before.
Okay. So that is 14.
He's thinking.
14. You would... well, with Buckeye's knowledge about the ship, he would know that yes, there would be some good places you can be able to sell this, but Nova, with your more entrepreneur-based ways, you would know exactly who you would sell this to. At least two contacts in particular. that would take much interest in this besides the rebels themselves. So yeah. Was there something specific you were trying to find though about the ship that would be?
No, I was just wondering about what would be what would be the starting negotiating wise.
Steady price. Okay. I'd say it'd
Plug,
be about.
plug, check your DMs. Check your DMs real quick before you answer that question.
1 billion credits.
No.
$1 million. Anyway, I would say Nova. Just a little side note here. They don't know what shape the ship is in, and you have the information. You could lowball. You could throw them a number, and they'd have to counter.
Yeah, you could really
That's
throw
really-
in a number, but the starting I'd say would be about maybe 25K, 20K.
Just for the location, because you don't know what they're going to find, and that's for the rebellion. That's an investment.
And again, I know, like, they know, let's be fair, they know it is in bad shape. One way or the other, they're not just going to find a fully intact one.
No, but the pieces they find could be worth a lot to them, whether monetarily or otherwise.
And
Yeah.
if they... Oh, wait. The ship, it was just the back half, or both of the halves were there?
Both of the halves were there. It was just
Both.
cut like through the middle.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there
it
might
was-
still be some pretty intact ships in the hangar bay.
Some old Republic starfighters, which still hold up surprisingly well. They're just not as maneuverable.
And they can, like, out of character, since, like, how like, the Y-Wings they currently use are the same ones as the Republic ones, just, like, stripped of armor, so...
Yeah,
It's-
BTL-Bs. That would be... Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Smell
Anyway,
away, Nova.
So as you guys are now approaching, you do see the ground a little bit, and you see that the grass itself is actually red. The fauna has taken a bit of like a bloodier, more red-based color, but still has more natural colors. As you see various animals here and there just flying or in groups, herds and stuff. You do see that there is an outpost that's off on a cliffside near some what looks like coral. Like some of the fauna looks like trees and stuff, but there's also like patches of what looks like chunky coral, kind of like the ones from the first episode of Clone Wars with Yoda.
Very well.
Yeah.
But we're not on that planet.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, you see the base out in the distance as there's a rebel transport ship resting right next to it with a couple ships already over there to defend it.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the refueling area, and I'm guessing I'm piloting now, or
Hawk's still
whoever's
piloting.
piloting. Okay,
Well,
I'll give him
we're
a hand
landing.
and just
We're-
kinda-
Yeah, you guys are...
We're landed, right?
You're beginning to land. You're approaching it in sight.
Oh, okay, so we're still flying. During this time, I'm going to real quick walk into wherever the lightsaber is. I know it's not technically mine, but because I'm leaving the ship, I'm going to take it with me.
The one that Bo and...
Kana. It's Kano's.
Or
It's
Kana.
Kano's. I know. I'm going to walk in.
Bo actually gave that back to her.
I was going to wear it as a status symbol. Look, okay, I'll walk in. We are approaching a rebel space station, and since you two will be remaining on the ship, I was wondering, Kano, would I be able to borrow your lightsaber as a status symbol? It might get us places.
I thought you were all like, "Oh, let's not tell the Jedi." As I kind of walk past, let's not.
What do you say, my dear? Would you be willing to lend it to me?
Bo kind of looks at you and says, "Why exactly should she give it to you?"
Well, because I asked very kindly, Bo. You don't have to. I was just saying it might help solidify my position. The first question somebody asks of a Jedi is, "Where's your lightsaber?"
Nora.
So I was...
I'm just kidding. Kana looks towards Boa. She's still healing him up a little bit. As she says, "Yes, he could be able to take it, but you better bring it back."
Not a scratch, my dear. As I force pull it off the ground and right into my grist.
As you do so, you notice that the little Nexu cat is like gnawing at it as she then looks to you and just.
She's still on the lightsaber as I pull it towards me. I just look. I'm holding the lightsaber. I look to the right, and Sting has her jaws.
Yeah,
on the
she's
end of
like
it.
clawing and like gnawing on it.
And I'm gonna reach out with my left hand. My dear. And I'm gonna put the lightsaber on my belt, and I'm just gonna pet her very gingerly. Oh, my dear, your teeth are getting so strong. You're such a wonderful little thing. And I'm just gonna spend a minute just petting and cuddling her before moving on. And I'm gonna leave her with Kano and Bo. Now, in return, you take care of her for. She's turning into such a pretty little thing as I see her bright red eyes and sharpening teeth that look like they could cut through Durasteel, and I walk away utterly entranced. And I'm going to put on a thick brown Jedi robe at this point, and I'm going to have the lightsaber hanging on the outside of the robe so that people can see it.
Okay.
So yes, I'm fully clothed now.
So you guys
Okay.
have now. Oh.
Yeah, I was just gonna say when I see him full kind of guarded up and kind of jet, I'm like, you sure want to go all out on that? I was actually thinking more we let Akbar know instead of grunts.
Well, after our discussion, the inspiring presence of a Jedi could perhaps bring some joy to these people's lives. You must understand, I don't stand for what the rebellion proclaims to preach, but individual people are not with the rebellion. And I will give these people hope if I can.
Okay, I know you're gonna be like, you just told me you wanted, but I think just kind of wandering out with all that Jedi stuff is asking for trouble. If you want to join the rebellion and kind of help with that side of things, sure.
Yeah, I agree with Nova here. I think you're going to give them false hope.
Very well, then. I'll go with the robes, which, by the way, a lot of people wear thick brown robes. Doesn't mean you're a Jedi. But I'll go with the outer robes, and I'll keep the lightsaber under it. But if anyone should give us any trouble, the lightsaber, and I won't be brash about it, but the lightsaber will come out if they say, "What kind of authority do you have?" I'll go this, and
I think it's gonna be fine. They would have gotten contact from us, and the rebels aren't that much of jerks. I mean, just let me do the
you
fine,
have
it's
no
fine.
idea.
I'm dealing with San Guerrero. I've heard good things about Akbar.
Well, I haven't, so let's hope they're good things.
Okay, so as you guys
I
are
just
now
don't-
finally landing, it like sort of clunks a little as the patch doors open. Hawk goes on communications and says, "I'll be piloting still, since I still got navs on. I'll be here with Bo and Kano."
Yeah, sure. I'll get us set up for fueling. It should take. How long does fueling generally take?
About an hour. With your ship, it takes about an hour, hour and a half.
All right, we should be good to set out an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna do some walk around, some talking, see what I can learn. But besides that, I think we're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna wander out and kind of talk with the ground crews, get everything set up.
I will
Alrighty.
follow Nova wherever she goes.
Alright, so as you guys are heading out, you do see that a lot of these rebels are a bit busy, but a few of them notice you guys as the Flight Master comes on. The Flight Master is a Devilarian, or devil something, I can't pronounce it right.
Deveronian?
Yeah, Deveronian. He has
wow.
more of a orange-based skin. One of his horns is like kind of cut off, as though like it got like sliced or something. As he looked over and says, "Well, Whitey 1300. I haven't seen these things in a very long time. So, what are you out here for? Fuel? Resources? We barely even have any for our own."
Fuel, we can actually pay with credits if you guys want.
"Oh, sure. We don't have much fuel, so it'll be a little more pricey than where other places will be. It'll be,
Alright,
let's see, 175 credits."
Well, I turn to I turn towards Brooke and I'm like, well, you heard the man as I kind of wander off.
Nova! And I turn back to the Deveronian. My friend, perhaps, and I'm going to cast, Affect Mind real quick.
Oh my god!
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Let me see, he gets my 4 save DC, which is, yeah. Go ahead, he has to make a Wisdom saving throw. He would have like, it's, okay. Because this is an NPC plug, just if you don't know, NPCs usually have a +1 or 2 to any saving throws as a rule of thumb.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's up to the
that's not
DM's
true.
discretion. If you're really unfair, you give him a +3, but you know.
That's not true at all.
What? What? Bo! I accidentally disconnected. Bo, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to see where you guys are at, but usually a stat block.
We're usually well, there's usually a stat block for random NPCs.
No, there's a stat block. It depends on the NPC, but the stat block can actually give them up to a +8 for wisdom saves, depending on who it is. So,
Well, hey,
be
we
careful.
don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I just give my NPCs 1 and 2.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. I was just saying. You said they randomly give them 1 or 2, so
That's
I thought-
the rule of thumb I was taught. Again, this is a random NPC, Deveronian.
for sure. I thought I was muted, so my apologies.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I didn't mean it. So yeah, he does not realize that I tried to use a power on him, but he does succeed at the save. My friend, I would be more than willing to pay the 175 credits, and I'm gonna hand him over because I'm not risking that. I tried to mind trick him, it didn't work. So yeah, I'm not risking a confrontation. So minus 175, beautiful credits. Thank you, Nova.
Here to help.
Apparently, you're off helping someone else right now. Anyway, your services were required elsewhere, it seems. Anyway, so yeah, I'm paying the guy, and I'm going to walk after Nova after handing the guy the golden and silver credits. Nova?
Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Next time, pay out of your pocket.
Alright. How do they, like, do these guys look, like, banged up, or do they look pretty, like, well-equipped, and... What's the feel I'm getting from these rebels? Like, equipment-wise? Can I look at their gear, and...
Plug? Oh, boy. Plug! Well, I guess I'm in charge now. Is he here and talking? I just can't hear him because I can't hear a
I
thing.
can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Well, Nura, looks like you get to DM again.
No, I don't want to DM. This isn't my game. My game was yesterday. I want to play. As much as I quote-unquote take control, I want to play this. I don't want to DM it.
What's your other game? What's the
My
one you
other
DM?
game, the one I DM is set in the Legends continuity, post Return of the Jedi, about 5 years after Thrawn died in the Thrawn. And it's Luke Skywalker trying to form the new Jedi Order. My men were, while we wait for Plug to get back, my players, some of them are Force sensitive, some of them are not. There you go. Anyway, to wrap it up, it's Luke Skywalker's new Jedi Order.
Cool.
Anyway, Plug. Great.
Hopefully that's working. There we go. Yeah, I
we
don't
can
know
hear
what the
you now,
fuck
at
just
least,
happened.
so.
Yeah, we can at least we can hear you. So anyway, continuing on, we Nova and I have paid the man. and we're moving on.
Cool.
Yeah, I was actually looking around at the kind of equipment, all the stuff they're kind of doing. Does it, like, equipment wise, does it look like this is like really banged up, or does it look like this stuff is in like newer? Like, I'm just trying to get a feel for how well equipped these rebels are. This group.
The rebel group looks pretty organized. They look like they're preparing. Their equipment is not too great, but it's better than nothing. They look very equipped with a lot of weapons and ships. They have a lot of supplies from the transport ship that's right next to them, so there's crates galore all over the place. So yeah.
All right. And it looks like basically everyone's working right now. Like, I don't see anybody taking a break or anything like that.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much working.
Okay. I'll focus on the getting us fueled up, but just kind of keeping kind of close look if anybody's checking in on the ship or anything like that. I want to be available at the very least. So sit on a box or something, or sit on the edge of the ship. Kind of doing some checks on the ship, making sure everything's fine. But besides that, just refueling.
Okay.
And waiting for a response from Akbar about the deal.
Some time passes as you do eventually get a response from Akbar via a hologram as a droid comes up to you and looks towards you saying, and says, "We have a communication for you."
Oh, excellent.
As he sets up, and then a hologram projection of Admiral Akbar comes up and says, "Hello there again, YT-1300 crew."
Yeah, so I actually have a location of a fairly intact, at least the entire back half of it's in really good shape. What type of ship it is again? It's a
Venator.
It's a Venator class Star Destroyer.
A Venator class Star Destroyer.
I heard that you had a ship like this from one of my crew people. So, where's the location of this said Imperial vessel?
An asteroid field, but before that, how much credits would that information be worth? I'm thinking somewhere in the round of 2,500 credits.
Credits
Whoa,
right
whoa,
now
whoa,
are
whoa.
of no
Okay.
concern at right this moment.
Okay, hang on. Out of character. 2,500?
No, I said 25K.
No, that's what Nova said. Nova. Hey!
Oh, 25. Okay.
Nova, keep in mind, Jabba took Chewie at the reasonable price of 35.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I'm awful
No,
at
it's okay.
memorizing.
It's okay. I was just like, wait a second.
Here, just have it. It's free. So I would have said
Have it for half the cost of an E11 blaster rifle.
25. Okay.
Wait, can I ask what I missed? are you
We're
guys up to?
currently dealing with Admiral Akbar while refueling about whether or not to sell that Venator that Buckeye was on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
he's,
Admiral Akbar? What?
Yeah, Admiral Akbar's on this area. We we stopped to refuel at a random station and we hyperspaced right into the front of Home 1. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we Newer's very happy about this. So yeah,
we're talking to the rebellion now?
We're talking to Admiral Akbar, and you're walking out of the ship. It's been about half an hour. They've been refueling. And
Okay.
we're currently on the comms with Akbar talking about selling what's left of Buckeye's Venator for wreckage, see if the rebels want to strip it down.
Let's see. Make me a persuasion check there, Nova.
Ooh, because I'm so good at those.
2,500. Wait. Never mind, he rolled.
You did? Where?
That's not that bad.
It's not bad.
Where? Where'd he roll?
He rolled in the dice chat.
In roll dice?
Yeah, where you're supposed
It's
to.
14.
Oh. He looks over towards you and says, "The location would be much better. At this current time, we wouldn't be able to pay for it.
if you were to be sympathetic with us, we are needing supplies of any kind.
I'll telepathically say to Nova, the rebels may not agree with me, but they are good people. If you, instead, they owed you a favor, what's left on that ship probably isn't worth much anyway, so if you were able to give them a favor just this once, I think that they would be able to bail us out of a risky situation. The favor's worth more than credits, especially considering the pit of money we're about to get.
I'd be willing to trade it for a favor. It's
Trade it for 2.
I'd be willing to stay in the good graces, and if you guys know I'm willing to help, and if we ever are in a pickle and we could really use your help, I'd appreciate the assistance, maybe in the future.
Oh wait, so you're asking to do business with him after?
Instead of asking for money, we're going to say, hey, you owe us. If we need help, then hopefully you'll be able to help us instead of money. Because
But
having the
also
rebellion
kind of
on call
leaving it
would be
open,
nice.
but also just kind of leaving it open of, hey, if you want to work with us later, we would be interested in down. Just kind of.
Yes, that as well.
So I'm not pushing the issue or being like demanding anything. I'm like, sure, but I'm not just handing it to you. I would like in the future, I'm giving you you're giving me an IOU is basically what's happening. Like
Okay.
that's basically the idea.
Okay. He looks over towards you and sort of thinks for a minute. As he looks over and says, "Fine. It may not be from us directly, but the rebels will be able to help."
Sounds good. I kind of enter in the coordinates, and I make sure to mention that there's the Imperial base, because I know there's a good distance between the two locations, but I make sure they're aware of that, just so that they're like, "What the hell? You didn't tell us later." So make sure they have
It
all
seems
the.
you have noticed an Imperial base in this area.
It's far enough away that if you guys do it quickly and quietly, I don't think they've found it yet. They hadn't. There was no salvage ops going on already, and no Imperial scouts flying in that area. But
Well,
if you can use it, awesome. I wasn't going to leave you guys high and dry without that. You guys knowing about it.
thank you for your concern about this. We will make sure that we do owe you when the time comes.
Good luck, and may the force be with you.
You as well. May the Force be with you.
As transmission cuts, the droid then goes off about his business, doing little whistles.
I don't think that man's ever been inside the Jedi Temple. Anyway, sorry.
Wait, so I walk over to you guys. I come up to you guys and I say, hey, so what's going on? What did I miss?
Well, Rebels owe us a favor now, so that's pretty good.
Yes, Kark. It's excellent to see you outside of your quarters. We're
Hey.
just refueling. Stretch your legs. This is a safe system. The rebels will be more than willing to deal with you. Although, I must say that I'm very short on credits right now, so if you want to sell anything we have on the ship, perhaps you'd better ask in trade.
Well, I mean, gonna be honest, I'm not necessarily a supporter of the rebels. I mean, the Empire did nothing wrong. They were democratically elected.
Yeah. Way to go, political.
So you just woke up, walked outside of the face, and basically found yourself in the middle of like what you would probably consider a terrorist base.
Oh, you didn't say that out loud.
The area just was swarming with rebels.
Please tell me you didn't say that out loud, because Plug's going to make you take like
I'm
18
just speaking
dexterity
to
saving
you
throws.
guys. I'm just speaking to you guys
Okay.
quietly.
I'm going to be very, very quiet, and I'm going to telepathically, like, you're going to see me just stop smiling. You're going to see my face go straight. I'm going to telepathically communicate with you. The Empire did many things wrong. I don't care if they were democratically elected. How they did their business does not matter compared to what they've done. Out of character,
yeah.
I completely agree.
I mean, they're just
Actually-
dealing with people that are literally trying to kill their soldiers.
Okay,
I say
okay.
telepathically.
Pausing for a second, I'm just gonna walk over, kind of put my hand on your shoulder and be like, "You should actually probably talk to the Wookiees about that. I don't think they'll appreciate your point of view do you have any idea what's happening on their planet?
Scarif was an inside job. The Death Star. Alderaan was the cesspool of rebels.
I mean, I heard they revolted against the Empire.
I'm going to. I'm going to cross my arms. Go ahead.
They're also capturing and mass enslaving the entire race right now.
Hey, I
I'm
never
gonna
said they were perfect, man, but they were elected by the people.
I'm going to look at Kark.
No,
I'm going to look at Kark and cross my arms. Kark, we have 50 Wookiees on Dantooine who can educate you about how kind the Empire is. We are not disputing whether or not they were elected. We are disputing whether or not they are the rightful rulers of this galaxy by the way they behave.
I mean, you can say that they're bad, horrible people, but they are the rightful rulers of the galaxy.
They are indeed, which is why I am not serving with this rebellion.
Alright, Cock, let's go back on the ship.
Alright, so is everyone heading back on the ship?
Kark isn't
Yeah,
necessarily an Empire sympathizer, but...
He just looks at things the way they are. I get it.
Yeah.
And hey, out of character, that's how I feel, but my character does not see it that way. So,
Yeah, but
I am
besides,
going to... Yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying, I'm going to walk back on the ship if we're not doing anything else. There's nothing much here. It's just like, hey, refueling station.
Okay, so as you guys are...
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of sit outside. I'm just going to sit outside, kind of wait until the refueling's done, get everything unclipped, and then get back inside. Like,
okay. So, as they finish up refueling, that's cool. They finish up as the flight master. Is the door closed for your ship or no?
I'd say the door when we come back in. Almost.
Okay. As the flight master gets on comms, what's that noise?
Bo is
no clue.
something.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. Just mute your mic and we'll be fine.
He looks over towards, or gets the comms towards you guys and says, "You're all set for the hill."
What?
yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I assume the fuel tank is full.
Yes, fuel tank is full. Everything's back up and running. You're all set to head out if you wish.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for the business. As I kind of run the ship and close the dock because everything's unplugged. And all right, let's head.
All right.
Let's
so you
get
guys...
back to Tatooine immediately.
So you guys get back in the fly-in as nothing else really happens.
Before we hit Tatooine, Kark, is there, out of character, is there any roleplay you want to do before, or I should say Taco, is there any roleplay you want to do with any of us? Because I know your character wants to know more about certain stuff. So hey, we roleplayed for a bit. I'm open to plug. Get your mind out of the gutter.
No,
anyway,
I'm reading something else that's
Giggity.
Giggity. Anyway, my character's up to have conversation if you want, because I know you wanted to know.
What do you
stuff.
mean specifically?
I'm asking in general. Do you want to roleplay? That's up to you.
No.
Otherwise, we're gonna head straight to Tatooine. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the plan, as I understand it, before we get back into character, guys, is to get to Tatooine, collect the 720,000 credit bounty, and then go to Dantooine for a small vacation. Yes.
Sounds good.
Good. Then we can plan out from there. Because we have Ilum, Kashyyyk, Mustafar, Felucia, Dathomir. Oh my word! We're gonna have to plan our next move after this. Anyway.
Is Bo still in or?
I just
Bo is
imagine
still-
Bo is packing his
With
shit
Kano.
and like nobody understands what's going on.
Wait, are you going to
Okay,
be leaving
if-
though in the end? Out of character? You're still leaving?
Unfortunately, so
Yeah,
I shall take a hiatus.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So, if any of you guys have seen Doctor Who, Kano and Bo are in their room dancing. So, anyway,
I don't remember that scene, so...
the Ninth Doctor talking to Rose. So that's what we do. We get out there and we dance. So it's so many species, so little time. Anyway, so yeah, plug. We're ready to head to Tatooine.
All right, so Few hours pass. Nothing really eventful happens as you eventually are in the vicinity of the sector of Tatooine as you guys are actually passing by Geonosis through hyperspace. And you pull out of hyperspace above the planet as you see that there is no longer any Imperial Star Destroyers in the area.
Of what,
Over
Tatooine?
Geonosis. Over Geonosis. Wait, Geonosis you said? Or you're saying we just passed
Tatooine.
by it on the way?
You pass by it on
Okay,
the way.
good. Okay, thank you. Well, that's good news for us. The Empire's no longer a presence here.
See, yeah. Who just texted me?
Was that Geonosis we just passed?
Yes, we visited Geonosis a short time before picking up some of you. Don't worry, we can
Ew.
go back if you wish.
Gross.
Oh, no, let's not go back there. Oh.
Not a fan of bugs.
Well, and I'm going to look at Kark almost hauntedly. Geonosians are exterminated.
Oh.
That's
Oh yeah, that happened in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, out of character. The I'll tell you because I know in character, but basically out of character, the Geonosians developed the Death Star plans and were responsible for building the foundation for it. Then they were exterminated to prevent the Death Star from becoming. So yeah, they're euthanized. They're all dead. Maybe a
Except for the
couple
worm.
survivors.
Except for the worm.
according out of character as well. According to Rebels, it might not be the case.
Well, all right, but the point is there are no active Geonosians that we'd be able to find, so I can say with authority when I turn to Kark, they're all dead. Anyway,
Anyway.
I'll turn to Buckeye. I felt the death of many troopers on that planet, and I have no desire to go back. It scares me.
Even bugless, I wouldn't go on this darn place.
Oh, well, let's just get to the planet's surface now that there's no Star Destroyer in our way. Hawk, take us down.
So, as you guys are... Roger. As you guys are heading down to the planet's surface, towards the vicinity of Jabba's palace, the other Vulture droid looks over towards you guys, recognizing the ship as he then passes by. As your guys' Vulture droid looks over and towards you guys. Hopefully my fucking mic thing works again. Because I want to do the voice!
Question, is there an echo on my mic?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, because I actually have my speakers going for right now. My headphone.
Yeah, no, it's not working. That's so stupid.
Oh, well.
Rip.
It's not registering my fucking mic as an actual mic. Fuck you, voice mod. Looks like I'm gonna have
It's
to find
okay.
another.
Try
12 comes
refreshing
out
it.
tonight. Episode 12 comes out tonight. Episode 12 comes
What time?
out. 3 a.m.
Don't
EST.
wait. Which one?
Well,
For
I'll
what?
get up in the morning and watch it. Don't do that.
For what? Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last episode.
Don't tell me. I haven't
I
seen the last
cried. I cried
season.
during the last episode. I was crying.
Shut up. Let's not talk about the latest Clone Wars episode. I've seen it, but I don't think many others have. Let's
I
just leave
am
it.
trying to finish the rest of. I literally restarted the entire Clone Wars so I can lead up to the new.
And
season.
Rick and
Do
Morty
not
tonight at 11:30.
say anything!
Rick and Morty tonight at
Alright.
11:30.
Let's
Moving
stop.
on.
Okay, so
Yep.
as Victor looks over and goes, was that another Vulture droid?
I don't know. Was it?
He sort of pokes his head out to see if he was like, he's like, yeah, it fucking was. Was that the other one you mentioned? Awkward.
Is he cutting out for anyone else, or is that just me?
That's just you. I heard all of that.
Testing, attention please.
No, it's okay.
I can
My
hear you
internet
fine.
just my internet went down, and it sounded like he was going, yeah. I was like, okay, wow, Victor's going crazy. So anyway,
Anyway, so you guys are now approaching the area into Jabba's palace. As you are doing so, you guys hear banging against a door.
Aren't we flying?
Yes, it's the bounty hunter. If I had any way of putting her to sleep, I would. I can.
All right, everyone, guns up. She might not be bound anymore. Did a pretty freaking good job, but.
By the way, at this point, Bo, I will say, out of character, I took the lightsaber from you and Kano in case I needed it to make a statement. I have returned it to you at this point. So,
Cool.
I requested it of you, and you gave it to me willingly. I took it in the rebel base to make a statement if I needed to, but I didn't. So I'm giving the lightsaber back. I'm not gonna screw Plug over by keeping your lightsaber because that's not fair to him. So
I'm going to walk
my-
out. I'm going to walk out while putting my shirt on. Okay. Sounds
Oh boy.
good.
You currently are being, like, crutch helped by Kano.
All right, you guys go sit down. We're gonna have to drag the. Yeah, we're almost back at the huts, so let's
I can
just
always
drag
blind her
around.
again.
So I'm going to stand at the door, and what I'm going to do is you're going to see me raise my left arm across my chest and
No,
whoosh.
no force stuff. No.
Wait. No, I'm not doing that. I'm raising my left arm across my chest and whoosh with a on my left arm there is a medium shield generator which covers my entire body, and it's basically a yellow jackal shield from Halo. And you see me walk up to the front of the door, kind of crouch a little bit, whoosh, and I'm standing there with the shield in front of the door. This should ensure that everything goes right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my blaster rifle, and I assume it's anybody else that's like not hurt and not a Jedi. So
yeah,
I
I'm
guess
taking
it's
my
big-
heavy slug pistol.
All right,
Oh my
3,
word.
2, 3, 2, 1.
The door opens
As we-
as she attempts to try and bust through the door and then gets hit by the shield as she falls back, looking towards you guys as she holds up her what looks like a knife towards you and says, "I'm going to cut you a new one."
Oh, please, try to push against the shield, my dear. It only causes mild electrical burns.
As you see that her arm is actually a little sizzling as she is looking like she's about to raise it up.
Take one
I'm
more
getting-
step, and I'm blowing the hell out of your bloody kneecaps.
Oh my.
You have
I
no
say you
armor,
blast her
no
kneecaps
weapons.
anyway.
She
Yeah, this-
She quickly looks at you and says, she throws the knife into the other side of the wall as it actually sticks. The whole blade of the knife goes into the metal all the way to the hilt piece.
Well, a lot of that good that did you. You just threw away your only weapon.
You
Now-
best shut up,
and
you
I'm going.
lipless shit.
And I shoot her leg.
Oh my. Okay, Chava wants your life.
Cool, roll to hit.
Oh, word.
You're shooting to wound, so.
Yeah, I
what
know,
was
but
her
still.
armor class again?
You're shooting her knee with a shotgun.
She has no armor, so
She still has pretty good armor. God damn it! It still saved fucking. Oh my god, I hate.
What was her stat block?
I fucking. So for some reason it keeps fucking saving Unit 115's fucking stat block.
115?
The droid that we lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saint Dane.
Yeah. It keeps
Oh, yeah.
fucking saving it to his.
Okay,
Shoot.
but anyway, okay. From your basic remembrance of the bounty hunter, without armor, would a 12 hit? What is armor? What is AC normally without armor? Isn't that kind of the same
10 plus
for well,
dex. It's
10 plus dex? So what was
Oh,
your
wait, I
dex?
forgot
No,
to
it
add
wouldn't
plus
have hit.
6 to that.
So,
Well,
okay, so what's your dex modifier, Buckeye?
It would have been 18. It's plus 6.
Whoa. Okay, wow. Okay, does an 18 against no armor hit? Plus?
yeah, that hits. You hit her in the foot as she holds her foot from the blast. I'm gonna say no damage except for like 2, but that's all whatever.
Yeah, you just basically put shrapnel into her foot. I'm gonna see the. You're literally put the gun on my. You put the slug pistol over my shoulder and pull the trigger. Buckeye, why? Whatever. And I'm gonna shrug the slug off, and I'm gonna walk slowly in, still carrying the shield directly in front of me. Now,
I'm just gonna set it to stun.
Okay, I don't know what else they're going to do to you, but we can deliver you in one piece, or we can deliver you in pieces. It's just a difference of credits to us. And I'm trying my best to put on a brave face here, even though I have no intention of following through with that threat.
Okay. So, as you guys are doing that...
Oh, a Jedi threatening someone.
A lawful light Jedi threatening someone. Just because I'm a lawful light does not mean I can't threaten somebody I think deserves it.
Change the language.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Again, I'm not going to follow through with that.
Okay, so, as you guys are... What are you guys trying to do again? Sorry, I'm distracted.
I'm just trying to get her on her feet
dropping her
so
off.
that we can deliver her. We're literally at the hangar bay.
She slowly
I'm
gets
trying
up
to get her to...
as she has her hands at her side and says, "Fine, just get me off this damn ship."
Someone search her. She had a knife on her. She might have more.
I'm gonna grab a pair of cufflinks if I have them, and like throw them to the big guy and be like, handcuff her behind the back. As I'm literally like aiming the blaster at her chest.
Okay.
Look, out of character, because I really want to say this, but Nuro would never say this. Because she pulled out a knife, do we want to strip her down and take her into Java like that?
We're already there. We're already there. It doesn't.
I know, but she had a knife.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right then.
So,
Looks like humiliation points, but never mind.
as you guys are doing so, the hangar doors are open. As she
Just making sure our wounded party member and the Sith are in their rooms with the door closed, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, as you guys are getting all that ready, the hangar doors open. You guys walk calmly as she just looks around and says, "You sons of bitches."
Welcome to Tatooine, my dear.
The last place I wanted to be.
Same for us, sister.
You guys are now walking. Since Bo is here, are you gonna stay with the ship with Kano?
I'm gonna step off with them.
Step off with them.
And actually, Nova's probably gonna stay with the ship.
Okay then, I will take custody of the prisoner. Again, I'm gonna turn off my...
I was gonna have it to where Nova, Kark, Bo, and Hawk would all go to the vicinity, all covered in and stuff. But Nova, do you have a helmet with you? Oh wait, you have hair.
I have a First off, I'm wearing basically an air sealed medium plate armor.
Oh.
Like I don't have any skin exposed. That's why I did so much maintenance on my suit. I was like, you literally, like, I could be human. I could be.
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those suits. Like, man, who is this person? And you don't realize who the person is until they take off the thing. Okay.
It's not Stormtrooper armor, but it basically covers as much as you as Stormtrooper armor.
Okay.
You better watch who you're talking to, pal. I'm an Imperial trooper.
Yeah.
Basically that.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm human enough. I could put on Stormtrooper armor. Like, there's.
Anyway, that wasn't my point.
So you guys are heading out towards there as you begin to hear a little bit of music play, as it sounds like it's beginning to end. But before you guys get to there, you're stepping out. Bo, you're still pretty injured, still from the wound because it's kinetic. So Kano is going to be staying with you till then and says to you, Bo, you shouldn't even be walking right now. You still need to heal.
I need to do this. It's just gotta tie up some loose ends, alright? Besides, we'll tell everybody afterwards, okay?
Alright.
Let's move on then.
Alrighty, so as you guys are all walking towards there,
I'll give him a hand. I'll make sure I'm sticking close to him and giving him a hand if he needs it.
okay.
Appreciate it.
As you guys are heading towards there, Jabba is sitting and smoking from his large hookah-like bong thing. As he then looks toward, sees you guys off in the distance a little, as everyone in the room begins to get quiet, Boba Fett is standing right next to him, closest to him, as this little monkey thing, whatever the fuck they're called, looks over and is like, "Whoa!"
Kowakian monkey lizards. I hate them.
Yes, so
food
do
and
I.
pets.
Okay,
Fact.
I'm gonna let Bo do the talking in this instance. I'm gonna sit back.
You're gonna let Bo do the talking?
What do you want me to? Okay, I'll talk with Jabba if you want.
Okay.
No, I can do it. I can
Alright.
do it. I got you. I got you,
Okay,
boy.
yeah, okay, Kark, you know him. You've worked with him before, like we have. So you go ahead and you were
Oh.
given to us for this job. So how about you?
Okay. Okay.
Also, we would have talked to you on ship about our idea of kind of this is our last job for Jabba. We're happy we've worked with him and we're honored, but we have other things we need to be
Gotcha.
focused on right now. We're sorry.
So I walk
make
up-
it like
And I bow my head and I say, "Great Jabba the Hutt. We have brought to you the bounty of what's her name again?
0 to Poco.
0 to Poco."
Oh, Tumba, Kiambalisa, 0 to Poco.
She sort of looks over because she understands Huttese. And so it's great to see you too, Jabba.
What do you say?
He went and said, "So you have finally given me 0 to Poco. Excellent."
To be fair, it's literally been like a day, maybe two. Like,
No, it's been
Well,
weeks.
if you're doing
logically,
character,
it's been weeks.
it's been like
Oh.
3 days. It's been like 3 days.
No, it would be weeks because we truly traveled a quarter of the galaxy's distance.
Oh yeah, that's right. It took a while, so never mind. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Okay. By the way, out of character, in universe time, it's been like 4 months. We started the
Yeah.
campaign because we've gone from one end of the galaxy to the other. So yeah, wow. Anyway,
He looks over towards you all and says, a few of you that can understand because I'm going to do English from now on. "You have finally presented me with the bounty, and as requested, I will give you your reward." As he pulls out about a full chest of gold credits, which is actually the same chest that you guys delivered that one chick with.
I just could.
oh, I'm gonna cringe. I'm gonna cringe hard when I see that same crate.
So, as you are also doing so, Jabba says, "Zero, come forward."
And I push her forward on the floor in front of Jabba.
So, as she stands there and says, "What of all things would you like from me, Jabba?"
I know what I'd like.
As he quickly looks at her and says,
It's not what I want. It's what he wants.
as he slams the button upon his own chair, as the platform then falls, as she goes, "Ah! God damn it, Jabba!" As his chair now moves to the side and says, as you guys now see the opening of the bottom section, as everyone is now laughing, giggling, and snarling a bit. You guys are now like standing above it, so you have a perfect view of what's happening as she looks around and says, "Fuck you, Jabba! I hope you choke on your goddamn worms!" As you then hear the gate open, as it creaks a little bit. As she is now screaming for dear life, as the little monkey is crawling over at the side.
I'm gonna see this, and I am going to step 2 steps back and turn away and put my hands over my ears. I do not want to hear this.
I watch in amusement.
Cart, goddamn.
What? She's a bitch.
Thank God I'm recording this. Fuck, dude.
I am. While Kark is enjoying the Rancor eating a woman, I am over in the corner trying my best to ignore what's going on right now and literally just trying to block it out.
Cool.
I speak to Jabba real quick. Uta wa hostula ta. Mighty Jabba, did you hear from Lord Thule by any chance? He says he's got a ship waiting.
Tiembu kumbo, dia lutho, dia shembimbe.
He says, yes, I did hear. He wasn't able to provide a ship. However, he motions you over closely to him, as he then hands you personally a set of keys, and says, these are the keys to my other ship. You can take it to use if you wish. I can easily go grab another.
Uta wa ha si toa haustula tewa Haustul will graciously reimburse you. And if it all amounts the same, I'd like this to be between you and I.
No form.
He says, very well. Now go, before I change my mind.
I will bow graciously and let Kano know that we should head back to the ship.
Kano looks over and says, all right, you must be careful on that leg. That stimulus is only going to last you so long.
Hey, I got you. I'll be fine.
Kano then turns quickly towards Nora for a second and says, Nora, are you wanting to... She, kind of goes over to her. Are you wanting to keep the cat? Or the Nexu?
I'm going to take my hands off my ears. Well, wait, are you leaving?
We're not leaving. We're just wondering, because we were thinking of taking the kitty for a trip.
Where would you be taking her?
We're just gonna be heading towards some little spaceport in Mos Eisley. We're just gonna get some supplies. We're trying to get some food for her. Some actual food, not rations.
Oh, yes. If you're taking her to Mos Eisley to get her supplies, then yes, that's certain. I thought you were taking her. I thought you were leaving. I don't know what I'd do without you two on the ship.
She smiles and says, awesome. As she then heads off with Bo in that direction. And before you're able to cover your ear, you then hear the crunching noise of bone and meat being shattered. And the final screams of this person as everyone's like, yeah! As I was like,
Bloody hell.
I'm covering my ears again, and I'm actively huddling in the corner.
I kind of grabbed the massive dude. I'm like, let's get back to the ship. Come on. We're leaving.
As you are trying to do so, Jabba then quickly looks towards you and says, Ombo, hold on. Anyone else be able to speak Huttese?
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, maybe? No, I think I know Twi'leki, but that's it.
Oh, okay, so the translator will translate. I'll just speak in English. He says, there is one final job I have for you. but this will be dangerous, and I will pay you in some other way. Currently, this bounty itself has taken a lot from me, but investment will come in later. I want you to gain some information for me. Some information of the whereabouts of this horned man. I know him from past experiences, but I need you to do so. Boba Fett will not go and face this person, and I'm quite surprised that my finest bounty hunter won't face him.
Could we get a name? Mighty Jabba? I assume this is Jabba, right?
The name of this person was no longer of his own title, but now all I know is he now runs this crime syndicate. It was created during the Clone Wars, and we had to force our hand to him.
Wait, what year are we in?
We're 5 years after the Clone Wars.
Okay, so he's still
okay. Yeah, Plug. Having the knowledge that you said I did earlier, and having the keen mind feat, remembering everything I remember about Mr. Hornhead, do I know exactly who he's talking about?
I don't know. Make me a lore check.
This is just to confirm whether or not it's the right person. This is a D20 plus 8.
I'll get on the
A
comments.
natural 20! Woo! Natural 20. So wait, he's sending Boba Fett after Darth Maul?
No, he's not.
And Boba Fett refused.
Boba refused. Okay. So he wants him eliminated?
I don't know, ask him.
I'm going to hear that, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to walk over. I'm going to walk over to Jabba's throne, because I know exactly what's going on. My great and mighty Lord Jabba, you said your fiercest bounty hunter would not be willing to deal with this miscreant that would dare defy you. Perhaps if you could give me his location, I know of this being of which you speak.
Nora, should I reveal who this being may be to everyone else?
I think I can. Gentlemen, he's talking about Darth Maul, ruler of Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
And I have been on a, out of character, let's assume that I filled you in on this. I had a Force vision where I met with Savage Opress, and I told him that I would find and help his brother if I could. So, again, I'm not going to force this on you guys, but a personal journey for Nura is to find Darth Maul and do something with him. At least, meet with him. So the point is, if Nura...
I'm not going to say that. That would have been a major spoiler. I was about to say something about Clone Wars.
Anyway,
okay.
I've already seen up to the next episode of Clone Wars. But anyway, the point is, Nura is going to try to find Darth Maul. My dear Jabba, my most excellent and wise of Hutts, if you could give me the location of this quarry, then perhaps I could help with it. I'm not saying I could bring him to you or deal with him, but I would be very interested to know where this target is and perhaps bring you more relevant information on his whereabouts in the future. Although, if your greatest bounty hunter isn't willing to face him, I can't say that I can guarantee success.
This person,
as you're saying that, as you kind of finish saying that, you hear kind of a communicator in your kind of say, and like, if Boba Fett couldn't do this, we should also say we might not be able to find or do anything about this guy.
Okay, I heard it, but I'm not going to respond because I'm talking to Jabba.
Jabba looks towards you and says, I do not want this person eliminated. I want this person's trust regained. And since you have one of my own ships, now in different styled, of course, I want you to be my spies, in a way. This person has a conflict with me, and I wish not to continue this conflict. He does not want to speak directly, for his temper is quite untamed.
I have heard of this being, Lord Jabba, and I would be more than willing to attempt to mend relations with him. I am aware of his volatile nature, and I would be more than willing to meet with him in your name
Really? You
you
know
should.
of this person? And how
I'm going
exactly
to-
do you know of this person?
I'm going to make my expression very serious, and I'm going to end the theatrics of me like waving my hands. I'm going to stand very still, very calmly. He ravaged the outer rim, my lord. And I'm just gonna like
Is that a
be very
deception roll
serious,
here?
and I'm gonna imply that I know what he's done to the outer rim. I'm not lying. I know about what happened with Maul and Savage. Okay, look, I'll add to that statement. He ravaged much of the outer rim. I travel quite frequently. There is no part of your empire or anything outside that has not been touched by him, and if I can stop him from causing you and anyone else more trouble, then that is what
Wait. I go up to Nora and I tap him on the shoulder. I say, I thought we weren't taking any more bounty.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to you. This is important. This isn't a bounty. This is negotiations. If we can possibly mend this, then we can stop this person and Jabba from their gang war, which can hurt more people. This isn't a job. This is a favor. Jabba will owe
Money
us.
out of it.
We have 720,000 credits. Can you think about money for some other time?
Well, we got to get something out of it.
He thinks for a moment as...
Two crime lords killing each other, there's worse things.
All right, Kark, we're both actively talking while Jabba's thinking. Let's save it the conversation for later.
Okay.
He sort
No offense, I
of
just, like-
rubs his chin a little bit as he then, with one hand, and then quickly pulls out a some weird frog-like thing as it does a as he he then thinks and turns to his advisor as he said, as his master. He does like the whispering over in his ear, and Jabba looks over at this group and
Fine. If you can mend this, then I see no part. If you fail, the punishment will be harsh. Do I make myself clear?
What do we get
And
if we
I'm going
succeed?
to. Yeah, okay, we'll discuss that later. Jabba will give us whatever he wants to give us. So I'm going to bow from the waist up. I'm going to, like, bow almost completely bent over. I expect nothing less from the ruler of the Outer Rim.
why?
It's fine.
I
Dang it.
well, in a minute, baby. Have it in your mind, but I
Alright,
will in a
Funny
second.
as hell!
Well, what? Okay. We're doing a quick
Plug.
break for a second, guys. What's the funny, babe?
Yeah, okay, we'll roleplay. We'll roleplay in the meantime. Okay, Plug, let's...
The goddamn commercial was doing the Fortnite dance. They progressed.
Haha, funny Fortnite dance.
Energizer Bunny Fortnite dance. That's funny.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Anyway,
I saw that commercial.
yeah, that's fine. If it was like music or something, then we couldn't play it. Anyway, back to it.
Anyway, yeah, I bow...
I was trying to be fucking funny.
It was funny.
I'll fucking leave. I'm done with this
Tell
fucking
Steph that I think it's funny.
Nora,
Steph that I thought it was
Rook
funny.
finds it funny.
bullshit. You're an ass.
Hey!
I love you.
Anyway,
God damn it, I love you.
that's... I assume that was meant for you, not for me.
Nice to meet you.
Anyway...
Anyway, back to it.
Anyway, yeah, I bowed. I pretty much said that I would expect no less from the ruler of the Outer Rim himself. And if it's all the same to you, we would prefer to get going on that count immediately.
Boba. That's it.
Boba then hands you a data pad as he looks over and says, "These are the coordinates of where we've had several of his crime syndicates. A few of them are still inactive, but we still have them logged. If you can talk to him directly, then he will see where it goes from there. I suggest you don't
Okay.
disappoint Jabba. You disappoint him,
Do I...
I'm coming after you."
Very well, then. Do I recognize... Because I've been in the presence of clone troopers, do I recognize his voice?
Yeah, you do recognize that his voice does sound like a clone trooper.
Okay.
But
I'm going to
but
reach
with your
forward,
knowledge,
but-
you do know that Boba was a cloned of Jango Fett.
I'm gonna reach forward and just take it very gingerly. Thank you, Mr. Fett.
He looks towards you and says, "Make sure you keep that name to yourself. Or I'll give you a whole new lip."
I would have it no other way. And I'm going to gingerly step back. And okay, we're gonna take our credits. We're gonna get the heck out of there.
Okay, so as you guys are doing so, the
Unless
door.
somebody else wants to talk to Jabba.
Yeah, who else wants to talk to Jabba?
Does anybody else want to talk to Jabba?
Nope, you're the face of the group, man.
No, nobody. Okay.
Okay.
No,
So
I just want to buy a poncho.
this is going to be a serious time right now. So everyone just stay quiet for a few moments. As you guys are heading back towards the ship, the hangar door is still open. Hawk is still aboard. As there seems everything fine, but as you guys are coming over, you guys hear something trip, as though you just tripped a wire. As it just goes, and a hologram is on the floor as it shows Bo and Kano. Bo is standing in front with Kano holding him as he says, actually, is Bo still in here?
I'm still here.
Okay, you
Yes,
do it. You do it in your voice, because I want you to do it in your voice.
All right, so this is just a pre-recording.
Yeah.
Master, I have to tell you that this departure is not forever, but a season to protect the one I love. She has shown me quite a few things that I wish to keep her from, and that would be the Inquisitorius. I'll give you more information when I find that, but those Dark Jedi who keep popping up and causing terror are all manipulated by some dark force that even I, nor she, has seen. But I'm certain that this plan to leave is not only to hide. No, it's a chance for us to train and to find solace and peace. Kano has a cache of old Jedi teachings on a planet she has visited before she was captured. We plan to gather those, head to Duxon, and then hide there. Lord Thule has been like a father to me, and you see him just kind of look down. He's granted me exile. He's erased my very existence from the Republic and Imperial documents. He's agreed to forward me 1,000,000 credits to start a settlement on Duxon and to study, if you will, quote unquote. Of course, there's no 100% promise that we'll be safe, but we think this will be a little safer than running into more Imperial bases. Also, I know it may seem contradictory to just go to Duxon since Imperial-controlled Onderon is nearby, but Lord Thule has connections with the senators of that planet and has made sure our presence is seen as no more than tourists. Well, to the rest of the crew, I should get to the sad part. I will miss all of you. Again, it's not forever, but I'll miss each and every one of you. I'll remember the teachings you gave me, Master, and I will trust in the Force. Also, I know of a tomb that's here, strong in the Force, and something tells me it'll be part of my final trial. Please, for everyone, I would like Nova to have my share of the bounty. I owe her quite a bit for saving my skin, and Kark, you can have the books. They're yours. And to the clone troopers, thank you for reminding me that there is hope out there. And of course, Master, I wanted to thank you for believing in me and giving me a chance again. If you guys ever need anything or you guys are in the Onderon system, by all means, stop by. May the Force be with you. Always.
The hologram ends as he then looks at the rest of you and
Curse
of course the
non-royalty-free
music. Yeah, I would metagaming, I would totally be playing that music through the whole fucking section if I could.
Yes,
dude.
I would.
It would have been
That's why I
fucking
don't
perfect.
record my games.
That's a feels
That's why I
bad,
don't
guys.
record
That's a
my
feels bad.
I'm just going to stand there.
It is big sad.
I'm
Big
just
sad.
Bo, we're gonna miss you.
When do you think you're going to
Guys.
come back, if ever?
Well, if you guys don't get TPK'd,
Probably will happen.
I kind of see this being more of a hybrid. Like maybe I role played messages and just
Guest
kind of talk with
appearances.
you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you know.
fine.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good idea.
He just can't.
So-
He just. Yeah, he can't afford to spend the time anymore because his happy wife, happy life. So, Bo, we're
Well-
gonna miss you, man.
Yeah, yeah. But
We are.
if you guys don't mind, I'd like to see where you guys go with this for the rest of the session.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I say we go for another hour, possibly. Is that okay with you guys? Or do
Yeah.
you guys want to cut it
45
off?
minutes.
pretty
45
soon?
minutes. 45
All right.
Got it. We'll go till 10. We'll go to the
on
end
the
of
hour. The hour.
Every hour on the hour.
On the
anyway,
hour.
Yeah. So we will. I'll just kind of stand there, and I'll turn back to the rest of you, and I'll be smiling.
As you
Oh.
are doing so, you then hear the small little kitty.
I'll look down. Oh my! And I'll lean down and I'll pick her up and I'll be petting her and I'll just you're such an adorable little thing. And I'll be holding her and petting her like up against my shoulder, and I'll just look up at the rest of them.
I'm
They
just gonna
found their-
walk past the group without really saying anything, and I pick up the projector as I go. But I'm immediately heading right onto the ship. I don't say anything.
Yeah. As you guys are walking by me, you hear me whisper, "They found their own path."
I still think it sucks. My boy's leaving.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk onto the ship. A Jedi's life is full of mystery, full of questions. You cannot tell a Jedi what to do. We are guided by the Force. If he feels that he and Kano are meant for someplace, they are meant for it. Yes, by the way, go ahead, Bo.
When you get into your room, this is out of game, but so that when you do get to your room, there's going to be that hollow projected image that I had of Kano, but we rearranged it to both of us so that you can have a photo of us.
Oh, I love you. Oh, my word. I'm going to be in my quarters, petting Sting, and just relaxing. By the way, gentlemen, 720,000 credits split 4 ways. So, that is...
5
let me
ways.
do
I'm getting his cut.
Oh, well, no, 4 ways. 720 split 4 ways.
I don't know about that, boys. I don't think that we should take that part of his message seriously.
I think we should take.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no,
I'm just kidding.
okay,
I'm just
so, okay.
kidding.
Let's do 725 ways so that he knows, he knows how many credits he has. So 725. Okay, so we all get 144,000 credits each. Kark, you get 288,000.
You mean Nova?
Wait, didn't he say he left the money to? No, he left the money to Nova. That's right, because he owed her. Sorry, Nova. Yeah, you get 288.
How much do I get?
288,000 credits, Nova, and everybody else gets 144.
144?
144,000 credits.
Jesus.
We can't even buy our own ship for that. Well, our own Star Destroyer. Anyway, yeah. This takes the
That's
edge
a
off,
shit ton
but
of
it doesn't really
credits.
help. All right, so Plug. We're gonna head. Is everybody in agreement? We're heading back to Dantooine for a vacation again. This is an open-ended deal for Java. I get back to him when I get back to him, and it's part of my personal journey. So I'm not going to
Didn't he
force you
say
guys
that
to
if
do
you
it immediately.
didn't succeed, though, he'd fucking hunt you down?
With Java?
Well, yes, but that means if I came back without plus a couple days vacation, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, you guys literally spent weeks just trying to get there. Jabba's dealings is fine. He's not gonna oh yeah, I expect you to do it by this time. Just do it. That's it. You don't have to do it.
We're going to do it whenever we do it.
Now.
This is basically an RPG quest. This is an RPG quest. We can save our game and then not play the video game for 18 years and come back and finish the quest and we'll be fine.
There you go.
So anyway, yeah, we're going to take a vacation on Dantooine. So Plug, we're in hyperspace towards Dantooine at this very moment. Any objections?
No.
Nope.
No, but I don't know. Are you trained in insight?
What do you mean?
Is your character trained in insight?
Well, I have a +6, so yes.
Alright, so you would pretty quickly realize that Nova seems to be kind of leaving the room when you enter, and just kind of generally skirting around you and not really talking much around you. Like, she'll kind of,
Okay.
you'll come in for a meal, and she'll pretty much immediately get up and go back to engineering, or she seems to be avoiding you.
Okay, I'm going to, after sitting down, let's take that scenario. As I sit down and begin to cook a meal, I see you playing with the ship or cleaning it up or anything. I'm going to just stand up, kind of mentally sigh, and you're going to hear this booming voice. Not enough to hurt, but very much enough to like fill your ears if it were real. Nova. And I'm going to turn to you.
Chuck my wrench. It's like, fucking...
Alright, dexterity saving throw time. Alright, I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw against that. Plug, if I get less than a 12, then I fail.
Okay.
So it's a -1. Yeah, I succeed. So I'm going to turn Nova. Ah! and it's going to fly over my head and clang into the bulkhead. And I am going to immediately just intensify the telepathy. Again, it can't hurt you because it's literally just communication. But I can speak forcefully.
I know.
Yeah, just making sure you know. I'm not trying to hurt you. Nova.
But it'd be like somebody like sneaking up behind you and going, "Hello," very loudly, like.
Yes, exactly. So, Nova, if you have an issue with me, let us discuss it like civilized people and stop being passive aggressive.
I fucking told you. Last job with Jabba.
Right,
and what did you do?
I'm going to start speaking aloud at this point. Nova, there are many things you don't understand. I have things that I need to do.
I told you.
And this does not involve you. You do not need to go with me on this journey. Look, if you let me explain...
But you could have done the job anyway without dealing with Jabba. Now he's after you. If you fuck this up, you're dead.
Yes, I am dead. You are not. If I am ever to place you in any jeopardy, I will leave this ship and face him myself. Look, Nova, there are many things about the Force you do not understand. I had a vision. I met with... You have to have known who Darth Maul was. He ripped apart the Outer Rim. You have to have known. The leader of the Crimson Dawn.
Would I?
Make a lore check.
He's not well known. He's not
well known, but you do know who Crimson Dawn is? Well, I'm not going to DM. I'm just going to say Crimson Dawn's a well-known criminal
Honestly, you still wouldn't know. Because he's so, like, he's very, very secret about it. You only know it if you were Mandalorian. If you were Mandalorian,
you were a slave. No, but you were a slave until...
Yeah, so...
I was a slave until I was, like, 12. And then I was a smuggler.
Oh, yeah, so you would know, yeah. You would know that, through your slavery, that the Crimson Dawn are... Yeah, you would know about Crimson Dawn.
Okay. Nova. This man that he wants to be affiliated with. This man is a Dathomirian Knight brother known as Darth Maul, a former Sith Lord and now leader of the Crimson Dawn. I had a vision where I met with this man's brother in the Force, a dead Sith Lord, and I helped him. I stopped his suffering in the afterlife, but I did so on the condition that I would find his brother. His brother is Darth Maul. It's something that I have to do. I know you're not happy with me for dealing with Jabba, but he knew Maul's location. All I wanted was Maul's location. The negotiations are a side thing, and I will handle those alone. It was never my intention to hurt you or have more dealings with Jabba. He's a means to an end. I'm trying to do the right thing for my conscience. I have to do this, Nova. Just as you have to do whatever you have to. That being said, I hope you can forgive me for being so rash.
I'm just gonna get up and before I walk into engineering and close the door, I'm gonna be like, if you keep this up, you can't make decisions for the entire crew. And then I'm gonna walk in and close the door.
I'm just gonna stand there and be very, very upset for a couple minutes. I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna keep making dinner like an actual meal, as Nura likes to do. But as I continue to make this meal, I'm gonna make Nova's portion as best I can, because we do have all those nice spices. I'm gonna give Nova's dish extra attention as I'm making dinner for the crew.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I really wanted to do for this whole session. Considering I don't have the pieces to make a lightsaber yet, yeah, I'm just gonna make dinner, feed everybody.
You see,
be done with it.
Wait, you see Kark sitting alone at a table, just like drinking alcohol. A lot of alcohol.
As I place the meal in front, it's like by the way, Kark, it's a light stew. Nura likes making soups and stews. I like making stews. As I lay down the bowl of steaming meat and vegetables in front of you, I'm gonna notice the 5 bottles, 4 of which are empty. Kark, are you okay?
Oh no, man! He was a good guy.
I'm gonna sit down next to you. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, are you blackout drunk?
He's pretty drunk. He weighs 60 pounds.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder. I'm gonna cast Restoration, which clears you of 1 status effect. I'm gonna say for this one, I clear you of being drunk. You did not drink the alcohol, but you're not suffering the effects of inebriation. So you feel your mind come back to consciousness. And
The second you do that, I just start throwing up.
No, I helped you. I cast Restoration.
No, yeah, you got rid of the effect, but that would give you a headache like balls.
Essentially, I'm ripping the effect of drunkenness out of you. You're still kind of dehydrated. Yeah, so yeah, you're still vomiting. I'm sorry, I don't drink alcohol. So yeah, you're vomiting on the table. I'm going to quickly move the bowl with the force, and I'm going to force pull a water out of the... Cock, just drink.
Why would you... Why?
I was trying to help. Cock, just, okay.
It gave my body no time to process it.
I'm gonna force push very slowly all the gruel and yuck into a receptacle bin that I've slid over to, again, using the force, essentially just to move and push a million things at once. I'm going to use my telepathy to bring water over to the table, and I'm gonna have to dump it into a bucket now. And then I'm going to just move the stew to the side. And the stew is rather light. It's not like super heavy stuff. It's like, think about like vegetable stew, little pieces of meat, little vegetables. So if you do decide to eat it, it's not gonna make you vomit. I'm gonna pull over water.
And he's like, he spits in.
I'm going to, now that you've calmed down and you're not drunk anymore, and I'm going to, as you do that, I'm just going to pat you on the back and hand you the water for when you're ready. And I'm going to say, Cock,
Hey
I miss him too, but still. If you want to talk about it instead of being utterly drunk, I prefer to remember the conversation.
It's fine.
I only want to help you, Cock. You wish understanding, and well, I don't want you to be back out drunk when you're talking about...
I've only known him for like a month or like 2, but like he was already like... becoming a good friend, man. Now he's just gone. It sucks. That's all I can say.
Nora, you okay there?
Hello?
I think his connection's
Yeah?
cut out.
Whose?
Rook's.
Uh.
Oh, hey, he's back.
Okay, at what point did I cut out?
Right in the middle of this.
Right while I was talking.
Yeah, as you were like
Okay.
asking him something.
Well, the point is, I don't want you to be talking about your emotions and blackout drunk. It's taking advantage of you, and I've done that one too many times for my taste. So, wait, not taking advantage of you, just taking advantage of drunk people. It was part of what I did at the Jedi.
Wait,
you know
what?
Here's Sting.
What?
I put Sting on the table.
Can I get my Sith books now?
And you have them. You have them in your
nice.
your room.
You're holding
may
them with
read
the booze.
They're next to you.
As Nura walks away, I pull out.
I'm not walking away. I'm still sitting there. I'm still sitting there. I'm passing you your water, passing you your stew. Look, if you ever want to talk about any of the Force, bow, anything like that, I am here. And I'm going to stand up and I'm going to leave Sting with you. I'm going to leave Sting with you. And I'm going to walk away.
I say, hey, Sting. What's up, buddy? Want some alcohol? I give Sting some alcohol.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna scream.
The cat
No!
or the next to tries to sniff it first and just does a.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. I know. Sorry, buddy.
She's just laying in your lap, rubbing her fur on hers.
And start to read the Book of Sith.
Okay. Anything else anyone else doing?
And Plug, I want to talk to you about something after.
Yeah, that's fine.
An in-character thing.
Yeah. So, as you guys are in hyperspace a little bit, eventually you do make it to Dantooine. Hawk pulls you guys out of hyperspace, gets on comms. We're approaching Dantooine now. Finally, I can actually stretch my legs.
Dantooine. Wonderful planet.
Never been to this shithole. Let's see what it's like.
It is the location of an old Jedi enclave. In fact, there are a colony of Wookiees currently living here that we have good relations with, and they should be more than willing to protect us if anything should come to this system.
So, as you guys are approaching and looking around, you see that the Wookiees are actually doing quite well. They've already set up various, what looks like they've covered the temple in what looks like branches and stuff from collected trees, and have begun really living inside the temple itself now. A few of them have collected various.
Wait, Dantooine? This is Dantooine?
Yeah, Dantooine.
Dantooine.
The Star Forge.
No, that's Ricotta Prime.
No, they were on Dantooine and KOTOR 1.
Yeah, the Jedi were on KOTOR 1, yes. Jedi. This is the Jedi planet. This is the same enclave.
This is the same planet, and that vault would be on this planet.
The Starforge vault, yes, but the Starforge is destroyed. We haven't discovered the Crystal Caves or the Starforge. We're just in the enclave.
And?
That's one of the reasons I wanted to come back here is because I wanted to find my crystal. I was like, the father said go to Ilum, but I'm like, out of character, I'm going to try to talk to Plug about possibly making lightsaber crystals or light weapon modifications. I'm thinking about asking him to find other uses for them so that it's not just a Jedi RP campaign. I don't want this to be focused on me, and especially now that Bo's gone. I want you guys to have more say in what happens, because I feel like I'm leading the party, and I don't really know if you guys are...
Okay.
I want to give you guys some fun. This isn't all about me.
So, you do see that there's actually some small built-up houses on top and semi-around the area. A few of the Wookiees look like they're actually training. A few of the kids are actually playing around, being careful. There's a few of them starting to farm a little bit, like some agriculture, not a whole lot. And yeah, you guys land as a few of the Wookiee children are looking over, and you hear a few just like outside the ship as you guys land. Door opens.
I'm like, oh shit, fucking Wookiees.
Okay,
Hi,
so I'm going to...
Nura, how do these Wookiees feel about clones?
Real quick, I'm gonna put my my headset back on.
Okay.
Alright, so, I'm going to turn. As long as you are with me, you'll be absolutely fine. Look,
Wait, you fucked one of these things?
I'm gonna turn around. Where did you get that idea?
You said it to me.
I'm gonna like shrug.
Jeez,
And
you're a
I'm gonna
kinky
like
ass motherfucker.
relax. Look, something happened. The point is, and I'll turn back to Buckeye. First off,
I mean, isn't that like bestiality, technically speaking?
first off, your question, Buckeye. Hawk was with us when we rescued the Wookiees. He was actually responsible for organizing the assault that freed them, so they could very well have clone trooped us. Now,
I mean, the
onto
Jedi's
your-
like a religion. Don't you have like a doctrine on like not fucking animals?
As I turn back to Clark, that was the old Jedi Order, and I'm not sworn to celibacy. It is
The rest
not
of the
for
party
you to
can't hear
decide
me.
what I can and cannot do with these Wookiees. And besides, it wasn't exactly voluntary.
So you got raped by a fucking Wookiee.
I didn't say it was not. I mean,
So you fucked a Wookiee.
The rest
I
of the
practiced my two-handed weapon skill. Thank you very much. And I'm going to turn with the flip of my robe and walk down the road.
I looked to Nova. What the fuck?
No, it doesn't sound like no.
Oh my gosh.
Just no.
I'm going to, and as I walk down,
Are you guys all this horny?
okay, so plug because I have
I
the
will
Keen Mind
break
feat and I had it.
all
I
of
had
your
it during
shit.
that time.
Uh,
I remember the name of this Wookiee. Plug. This Wookiee's name. The guy's name is Kathura.
the guy who fucked you?
The Wookiee that had relations with me is Kathura.
Cool. Is it a girl or a boy?
It was the
Guy.
boy.
Definitely a guy.
So anyway, yeah. Remember, there was a girl that was interested in me, and the guy that took it a step further. Because I went to the refresher, and you supplied, and a male Wookiee's in there with you, and you hear me on the recording go, "Wait, what?" Yeah. So this is your doing. I didn't have anything to do with this out of character. This was Plug's doing. My DM made me sleep with a Wookiee by Amadeus Rook.
Holy fuck, dude!
Anyway, for full disclosure, if none of you were there for that, we spent 2 hours in the refresher. That should give you an idea. So, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
I walk down and I'm going to start mingling with the Wookiees, like saying hi to the children and generally being nice. I'm gonna.
You see Cthulhu training a few of the younger people. They're younger Wookiees.
Okay, training them in what? Oh, just training.
Training them to be
you got my
young
head
warriors.
You got my head in a gutter right now. So anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna walk out and they're gonna see me. I'm gonna wave. I was kind of like the inspiration for them out of character. I was the Jedi figurehead that was like the hero, quote unquote. I'm not trying to take glory away from anybody else, but like I was the Jedi. So that's what they think of me. If anybody wants to know.
Okay, so what is the rest of you guys doing right now? As you guys are like exiting out of the...
I'm gonna be muttering to myself, very annoyed, being with Wookiees, and I'm gonna go find Kathura.
Fucking Wookiees.
I'm gonna go find Kathura immediately.
Cool. You find Cthulhu training a few of the younger juvenile-based Wookiees.
Wait, he's training them?
No, yeah, he's training a few of them. Like he's
I'm gonna walk
training
up,
a few, but also being trained himself.
Okay, he's basically drill instructing for the little ones. I'm gonna walk up and just out of character, I'm gonna spend some time with them, spend some time with him, and I'm gonna let the reins go and see where it goes. I'm just gonna, help with the training of the Wookiees, from what I know, teach them from what I know, using my lore master and all that different stuff. Help them fight, possibly.
Okay.
Teach them history,
Why is my YouTube recommended have 2 porn stars on it?
I'm going to rip off the Lego Star Wars.
Let's just check my history, make sure I did not do incognito.
This is another massive Doctor Who reference. What's browser history?
What is
seriously.
browser history?
I don't check my browser history. Don't look at browser history. My word. Yeah, I said don't. Anyway, so
Okay, we're Gucci.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend time with Cthulhu, and if we go into a private room together, you know what we're doing.
Are there any non-Wookiees on this planet?
Nope.
No. Unless you count the one guy in the background that we have not yet discovered that was talking shit about Hawk.
I go to the Jedi archives. Are there still archives?
No, there's nothing.
Aw.
It's completely wiped besides the remaining corpses and stuff, which actually have been moved. And the remaining corpses have actually been moved in a respectful spot. They have taken the bones of each individual, and you see that there are what look to be like Wookiee-styled, wood-based graves out more towards this very beautiful tree that's painted up. It looks like it's painted with various markings and with different colored paints to show, like, oh, who these people were and stuff. Except for the one that, Nura, you do know because you've seen it. That's the one body that has not been touched. But instead, the area has been decorated with various pieces of carved rock and feathers and stuff.
Erotic things? A lot of erotic things?
No,
Shut the fuck up,
out of
Kark.
character. Out of character. This is Jedi Master Vandar, the member of Yoda's species from Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's very much decorated and
basically-
stuff. There's animal
You
pelts
can all
left
stand there
out.
and let's assume that if you find him, I tell you about it. That's Jedi Master Vandar from Knights of the Old Republic. His skeleton is sitting there in a very well kept set of Jedi Knight robes. He's just sitting there in blue robes on a chair in the middle of where the Jedi Council chamber would be for Knights of the Old Republic, and it seems like the Wookiees have erected kind of like a shrine in his memory. But his skeleton is perfectly intact and his robes are intact. He's just sitting there, and I do not.
That's kind of creepy.
touched. But the point, no, it's not creepy. There's a sunlight shining in on him. It's like a focus of the room. So the point is, out of character,
Still creepy.
Avik, one of our old Jedi, tried to take the robes or at least get a look at them. I just said don't. So I consider the place sacred. So please don't touch the skeleton.
I was actually about to take the robes of one American.
But anyway, also Kark on that.
Wait, is his
note,
lightsaber there? Is his lightsaber there?
No, we tried. Trust me. I will
No,
say
you
this,
can't
Kark,
try
all
harder.
of the books that we did find in the library are on the Legacy right now. So if you want to study those books are inside the Legacy. They're yours. You have access to them. We found a secret compartment inside the library.
Kark, you now have access to some Jedi archives.
Yeah, you have some
Nice.
access to a couple of Old Republic Jedi books, mostly tradition and combat forms. But
I'm just going to
it's
read
stuff
that
is
and I'll be done with it. That's pretty much all I'm going to do.
Hey, Kark.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that information about the Jedi?
Me? Talk to me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kark, he's asking
you, Kark.
Which information exactly?
Well, earlier you were talking about the Jedi rules or whatever.
Oh, I read the Jedi's book.
Oh, can I read those?
The ones I finished, yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Enjoy, man.
Cool.
They're kind of dull reads, like, kind of want, like, some exhilarating stuff, but it's more just like, keep the peace, man. Rip that bong kind of shit.
Actually,
Like-
on the way, could we have stopped off?
But there
at
are
a
some cool fighting
transport
things in there.
for-
What?
on the way to planet to kind of have this time off, could we stop off at a location just to buy some equipment and stuff like that to get for my droid and food and just make sure we're well stocked for however long we're going to spend? And I was going to basically spend it kind of relaxing and doing maintenance, but I was also going to install as many of the component parts as possible.
Yeah, there are settlements on Dantooine, but majority of the planet is abandoned because of certain reason. But there is at least like a couple settlements here and there that have like good communities. You can easily go to one of those places. But in the general area that you are, within like hundreds of like kilometers, there's like gonna be nobody. So you'll have to like travel a bit.
Okay. At some point, I'm gonna finish my droid over like the break. But how much of this stuff can I install? Could I install all the component parts we found, like all the like hacking equipment, all that stuff that we managed to.
Yeah,
How much of that can I install?
For the ship or for the droid?
For both. The droid I'm building is my class droid. This is literally a.
The droid will be.
You have the droid background. You're going with the companion droid. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
The companion droid will take a little bit of time. The ship, though, will take a lot of time.
We're gonna be here for a while.
That's why I say, hey, could I call up my Harch friend real quick? And again, I have its contact information. Could I, essentially, I don't mean to make this like a 20-minute call. Excuse me. Well, do we want him to know we're on Dantooine?
That's up to you.
Which guy?
No, we do not.
Which guy?
Hey,
Which guy?
how's about this, Nova? How about outside of the session? We're going to take a while here at Dantooine. We're going to take a couple of days. In fact, next session might be an interim where we just stay on the planet and talk and do stuff until we move on. So the point is, DM, would you allow me to get in contact with the Harch and say, hey, I'd like some stuff added to my ship. Nova takes the ship to a location I say. Nova and Harch and the Harch, while we're resting, are actively working on the ship, and she's working on the droid, and I pay him, and we have the stuff installed. Would that be okay with you? Because he makes Star Destroyers. I think he'd be able to help install a couple of pieces on a ship, even if it takes a couple of days, and I have to pay him a lot.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so how many credits? Okay, what pieces of the ship do we have to install? Who kept a track of how many pieces we have? Great. Well then, okay. What pieces we got?
All of them.
Did nobody
I think
seriously
Bo
keep
was
track?
the one keeping
No, wait a
track.
second.
No, it was Nova. I'm pretty sure.
What modifications to the ship did
Throw
we
that
get?
on her.
I can't
Didn't we get
remember.
like that
Fuck, this is
intense
why I wanted the notes
weapon
thingy.
system?
Plug, did you write it down?
No.
I'm looking through it now. I'm looking through the list of modifications that we got.
Maybe I pinned them? Hopefully I pinned them?
It's probably in the chat somewhere. Just
No, it's not.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so somebody write this down. We got an advanced central computer, and I remember this because it was super OP. Got an advanced
Just
central
write it
computer.
in, someone write it in general, and I will pin it.
Yeah, somebody write this down. We got an advanced central computer. We got a communication suppressor, which we have started to apply. We have a... Did we get a droid brain?
Yeah, you got an empty droid brain.
So we've got a droid brain. So write that down.
Yep.
I'm looking. I'm sorry, I'm looking through a list of over 100 pieces.
I know, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No, it's okay. And know that I'm not trying to screw
We
you
can
over.
figure
You
that
literally
out
gave us
after.
these.
If you...
Well, while
Yeah,
he's...
that's what we had. That's what we had. That's
Okay.
all we really had.
And I will pin message. Oh, hold on.
Pin all three of those messages because they're sent as separate messages.
Wait, are we stopping on the way?
Well, okay, here's the deal. I'm calling my Harch friend. I'm going to pay him whatever it takes, probably tens of thousands of credits, to apply these upgrades for us during the downtime, and Nova's going to take the ship to a disclosed location, and she's going to work on it with him.
Wait, can we
they're
say on
gonna
our way to
fix-
Dantooine that we stopped at a place where we can buy equipment? Because we have money.
Oh, well, Dantooine. Okay, we have transport on Dantooine. We have like a speeder, so you could go on a several-day trip to one of the settlements on Dantooine.
I don't think they have stealth field generators.
What do you mean? Oh! I could make a special request that he bring a stealth field generator. Oh, wait, you mean like an actual stealth field generator belt?
So that I can make myself invisible.
Yeah, they should have one of those. Dude, those are common. Well, okay, I'm not trying to DM. Sorry, DM.
It's
this
fine.
is the Outer Rim, but those are pretty common.
Sorry. So you're wanting to contact him?
Sure. Or he does.
No.
Yeah. So there's two things I want. I want
Sorry, go
stealth.
ahead. I was cutting out. Say again.
You were wanting to contact him? The Hark?
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna want to. Okay, you're cutting out, so I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect real quick.
Okay. All
I
right.
want to get 2 sub repeaters also.
Okay.
They're 1,200 credits each.
Inform Nova of that.
Nova, can you try to find 2 sub repeaters? They should be around 1,200. They should be 1,200 credits. I can give you money and also a stealth field generator, which should be around 8,000 credits, unless the pricing is different by DM. I'm reading the.
Sure.
So I give you.
Sorry, don't mean.
I give you 10,400 credits.
Okay. All right. Rook.
Yes.
You ready to do the thing?
Basically, what I'm going to have him do is plug. I'm going to pay him to have him go to a disclosed location away from Dantooine and Nova's going to take the ship there. Nova is going to essentially help him fix this up, cutting the time that it takes to add it. Because one person you said takes 2 days. It should take them both 1 day each to apply these things. So it should take like 3 days.
Okay.
I'm going to pay him half up front and half on completion, and he's going to give me a rate. How much would it be to have him and Nova working together apply all the upgrades to the ship? How much for like labor and all that? How much would you say it costs me? And I will pay for this personally.
Well,
remember, the average price of a E11 blaster rifle is 5,000 credits.
I would say that the pricing that he would most likely do from him, 1, leaving a station that's semi-Imperial controlled. 2, finding the means to get out to there, which would be pretty easy with the amount that you give him. And 3, doing the labor alongside with his droids.
Wouldn't we go to him though? Isn't that the idea?
Yeah, we'd go to him. We would go to him, pick him up, and then have them do the work.
So he would choose the location of where to meet up.
Well, we would give him a location, ask if that location's good enough, and if not, dicker as to where they're going to work in privacy, probably in orbit of some random moon, and then they're just going to work. Nova's going to go there, pick him up, and carpool him over to that location where he can get his equipment over there. They're going to fix up the ship, and they're going to apply all the stuff, and I'm going to pay through the nose, whatever it takes. Please don't abuse me and ask like
where was the station?
Oh, actually, on that note, would it be possible to hide or kind of build a part of our ship to hide the droid that flies around with us? The
Vulture droid. The Vulture droid could stay on Dantooine with us.
Because right now, the Vulture droid right now is just
if you can
hiding under our ship.
Make a carbonite.
You know how the front of our ship is? You know how the front of our ship has like a dip in it?
Yeah.
Like where the landing pad is? Dude, the Vulture droid's way too big to fit in.
I recommend that you get installed into the ship a carbonite-like sheller. If we're going to do bounties ever. If possible.
Oh, well, again, if possible. Okay, look, for now, I'm just focused on getting this upgrade. I don't really want to buy anything off him because that's going to make the price jack super up. Again, if we start doing bounties again, sure. But anyway, plug.
I have a question.
The point is...
where was the place that you met him?
It was near Kashyyyk. It was that whatever that was. That's Imperial space.
Rasputin.
We don't want to go there. We want to go somewhere free. So the point is, it could be out in the middle of nowhere. For example, plug. You know that you could just jump into random points of hyperspace. Maybe we could just park along the side of a hyperspace lane, and we could have it work.
Okay. Alrighty.
Pay to get some work done.
Get him on.
Let's
roleplay the guy on the phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the hard shop right now, and he didn't give me his name.
Okay, I'll give him a name. There. He looks over.
This is Kilvan. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, yes, Kilvan. This is the Dreythos Nurabardan. I believe I bought some weapon systems off of you a few weeks back, near Kashyyyk.
Nora! It is good to hear from you, my friend. How are things?
Things are very good, but I'm afraid I don't have nearly the expertise for what I require you. I have a few modifications for my YT-1300 transport that I need some assistance installing. How would it be if I were to pay you to meet with the ship, head to a secure location of space, and well, have you install those pieces along with our pilot? Would that be a reasonable proposition for you? You would be paid half up front and then the other half on completion.
This does sound like quite a deal. And with the half so far, I'm already liking it. Of course, I will have to use that first half to buy a ship for Imperial space. But otherwise,
Not
yes,
at all, my friend.
I will able to come out, but it depends on the location. I would like to meet somewhere halfway across the middle of where your location is and mine.
Very well. What is your current location, my friend?
I'm still on the station of Rogam.
Ah, yes. Let's say this. I would be more than willing to pay you half for the labor of the actual job itself. Actually, that. And when you contact me again, telling me when the job is done, I will pay you the other half, as well as cover travel expenses that you have accrued. Feed yourself first class. You just...
He cut out again.
Anyway, I said, feed yourself first class, my friend. You deserve it.
Very
So
well,
basically,
then.
yeah. If you didn't hear it, I'm paying him the normal half price now. He'll call me, and when I pay him the other half, I'll throw in whatever the expenses were. And I'm telling him to take some nice stuff. I'm telling him to not go coach. I'm telling him, hey, as like a little thing, like, hey, this guy's willing to pay for the nice stuff.
All right, I will take a bite at this. I have several locations in mind, but what are the ones that you recommend?
Well, we're currently on the northern edge of the Outer Rim. Looking at geography, maybe Ormantel would work for you, near Felucia?
Ormantel. That is close.
That's about halfway between us.
That is close. I was thinking more of a closer location, possibly Terrace.
Terrace? That's to the western side of the galaxy. That would be amazing for you to meet us at Terrace. I would gladly accept that offer.
Very well. And do not worry, Imperials have not taken over Terrace. It is neutral space, so it is perfect for our dealing.
Absolutely. My friend, I will, what would you say would be a reasonable amount for your exemplary services in assisting in this noble endeavor?
I would say this is a very risky job for even myself. I would say...
Wait, why is it so
20,000 credits.
Up front or total?
In total. But, of course... Well, we will do half at first.
My friend, I'll pay you 24. I'll send you 12 immediately, and then 12 upon completion. And in addition to that last 12, I will pay you whatever your travel expenses were. Again, don't skimp. Go first class. You deserve nothing less.
I like your business dearly, Nura. I will see you then in a few days. I will contact you when I will be meeting on Terrace. I'll give location, Bay Area, etc.
Understood. Expect a Chiss female, that is our pilot. She will meet you there and will assist you with the construction and installation of all of the systems.
Alrighty, I will see you then, good friend. Until then...
He then cuts off communication. There we go.
All right. And I'm going to talk to Nova for a second. Yes, Nova, I do have an arrangement. You are to head to Taris in the next day or so. Take your time, relax, spend some time here. But you are to head to the neutral system of Taris, and you are to meet with this Hodge. Now, Plug, because I know about the Old Republic, do I know what happened on Taris?
Yes, you do know what has happened on Terrace, and I even looked up some information. Nothing about the Empire era or Clone War era has been mentioned on Terrace besides what has been given through Kotar. So I'm going to say it's neutral space because, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Nova, Taris was actually a planet outside the Republic jurisdiction during the Old Republic. The Dark Lord Malak actually had the planet firebombed when he believed the Jedi Knight Bastila and Revan were on the planet. If you should wish to look through the ruins of Taris, that is supposedly the birthplace of the swoop bike. Perhaps there might be some good salvage there for you to find while you're repairing our ship. And because it's neutral space...
You just said... So everyone else is going to be having a break, but I'm going to be going to work on the ship?
Not to worry,
you can take
Master.
a couple of days.
You will have me.
So it's going to take a couple of days for him to get there, so you can relax for a couple days.
The worst part of KOTOR is Taris.
Yeah, but but you said you wanted to fix the ship.
I know, but like so I can actually picture you totally doing this. I can say, oh yeah, I'm gonna fix the ship. Then you'd be like, oh perfect, I'll set this all up. And I was like, you just sent me off to like fix the ship when I was talking about working the ship. You get what my character is just gonna be frustrated with you for basically cutting my vacation short.
Well, I'm gonna be a little bit. Well, I know you wanted some vacation time, and hey, he's near Kashyyyk. It will take him 2 weeks to get from there to Taris. You can spend 2 weeks resting here, but then while we're getting things back together, I think a 2-week vacation's enough for all of us. And then at the end of that 2 weeks, you take the Legacy, you head to Taris, and then you're back here in less than a week after having gone to Taris, and you still get your vacation. You get a full 2 weeks.
Alright, I'm gonna get some other stuff done on the ship, though. And you don't get to ask what.
Just don't install any of the things. That's what I paid him for. I already paid him half up front.
Sounds good.
All
right, yeah, DM, I think I'm probably gonna head. DM, I'm gonna have to type or talk with you later to figure out what I'm also gonna mess around with the ship and get done on that.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I'm definitely fully equipping and up, getting my droid all set up. And yeah.
All right. Well, if that's where we're ending, good night, guys. It was fun. I liked the extra roleplay. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, man.
All right.
I gotta talk.
See ya.
I gotta talk.
Alrighty, Kurt. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, without other people.
Oh wait, yeah.
Character thing. It's a character thing.
Oh.
So I was wondering if I could change my operator like subclass to the one that has force, because my character has been like, I don't know, studying in the force.
Have you already got the operator one? Have you already got the operator one?
What do you mean, like the 3rd level, like ability thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're level 5.
Oh, I forgot to tell everybody that we were supposed to level up. Hold on, let me.
Hey.
Tell everyone.
Yes, I was wondering if I could switch to a different one.
Okay, I will say that I will allow it. However, next session, you'll have to inform everyone
it's just
that
a
it has
subclass.
Changed, and that's
what?
it. I'll have to say all next session that you have changed it, just to let them know. You don't have to tell them which one, just that.
But I have to discover
that you've discovered. So.
I have to discover that I have the ability to use the force restricted.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Alrighty, is that all?
Yeah. Thanks.
Alrighty, I'll be heading out too, man.
See ya, man.
See ya. Alrighty, everybody. And that is the conclusion of this session. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I very much enjoyed the session. It was a sad time. We lost one of our own, but we did level up. I forgot to tell them that, unfortunately, because of this grand session. And a little bit of that little character side note for everybody. So yeah, a lot of big plans are going to be happening. So, thank you guys for enjoying this episode of Star Wars 5e Adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me and everyone else. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace!